exes, ops, stalkers, clout chasers, and anyone else I might be so rudely forgetting. Welcome back to Taylor Television, where we talk about all things personal development, growth, and total life reset. I'm reinventing my entire life and documenting the process to inspire and motivate and total life reset. Other people. My entire life and documenting the process. Motivate other people to do the same thing. Welcome. And if you're new, welcome back. And or if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And thank you for being here on my channel. What's up, guys? Hey, Reluctant. Thanks for telling me I'm the only girl you follow. Hey, Talia. What's up? Hey, Serenity. Hirsch. Hi, guys. What's up, guys? Thanks for being here on my stream. I haven't been my normal self lately, but I guess we've gone through a bunch of those cycles with me. And the point of today's stream is for me to talk about how fatigued I'm getting a voicemail. As soon as I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, I start getting a voicemail. Can anyone hear me? Is this thing on, guys? Hey, Iguana. What's up, Hannah? Hey, Rohit. Hey, Joe. Hey, guys. What's up? Can you hear me? I actually figured out how to plug my microphone in for real. So this should be working today. Sorry, guys. I just got a phone call. Hey, Grandma's Corner. Guys, today we're going to talk about how I've burned out on making my life better. I have been setting big life improvement goals since November, basically nonstop, and I've officially burned out on self-improvement. So I figured we could talk about it today. And since I lagged out in the beginning of my stream, welcome back to Taylor Television. I am reinventing my entire life live in front of you guys, documenting the whole process to figure out what works, what doesn't, and to inspire and motivate you guys to do the same thing with your life. Make it the best it can possibly be. I've got my little flowers in the background. Can you guys see them? Thanks for hearing me. I figured out how to actually plug my microphone in. You're burnt the fuck out. I'm trying so hard to stay positive and keep grinding, but yo, it's rough out here, Hannah. So what I'm trying to do is learn to fight back against that part of us that tells us we always need to keep grinding. And I'm trying to normalize stop grinding when you feel like you can't grind anymore. What's up, Defying Gravity? What's your news, Hirsch? Tell us. Is it romance related? Yeah, Hannah, I've been in the same exact position. And so I'm always feeling like I need to produce and heal and grow and learn. And so I am finding that that's actually a manifestation of like my shadow self. And I'm trying to do some shadow work, trying to teach myself and learn that I don't always have to be improving and growing. Sometimes I can just be. You're defying gravity. Nice, Patricia. What's up? Hey, Demeeth. What's up? I'm 40. I just turned 40 last week. Yeah, the rest day is just as important as the days where you're lifting heavy. I guess that's actually a really good analogy. So I am trying to learn how to have grace with myself in the times when I don't feel like I can do anything else. I turned 40. I was really motivated for that. And then I got so much anxiety and I just kind of like didn't have a breakdown, but definitely like I generally don't have anxiety. You guys know I don't care about anything. But I was definitely crippled with like paralyzing anxiety for the past couple of weeks. So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about it because I am always sharing everything I do to improve my life. And I think the biggest thing I can do to improve my life at this point is learn that I don't always have to be on. It almost feels like with my YouTube, the more I try, the less I succeed. Hey, Arel, what's up? I love you too, guys. Arel is my real life friend. I mean, I love you too, Arel, and I love all of you guys. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday, but it feels like a Sunday. You quit! Ho, ho, ho! Hirsch! You resigned today. You can't take this hectic work anymore. I'd rather focus on myself and work on my passion and can do better now. Yo, Hirsch. I am so proud of you. Guys, everyone say congratulations to Hirsch. It's been a long time coming. He's been burning out at his job where he's overworked, underutilized, and underappreciated. And he resigned today. Hirsch, let's talk about what we can do to work together, where you can be doing what you're good at and you can work with me and we can both do what we're good at and grow my channel together. Hirsch, congratulations. I know that's got to be really scary. That's actually, we're going to talk about that today, Hirsch. It's very on topic. I think some of it has to do with the summer solstice also. Congratulations, the Reluctant Gamer said. Arel said, congratulations. Hey, Amen 13. I am going to set a poll real quick. I'm going to let you guys choose something that we do on the stream, I think. What should we do next? I haven't even washed my face yet. Viewer's choice. Don't forget to vote in the poll, guys. Viewer's choice. Barbecue dinner. Skincare routine. cosplay reading or read my Tinder inbox. It's always a dark part of the segment. Read my Tinder inbox. I think Tinder is part of the reason why I had anxiety last week too. It's actually like online dating is very, very dark, especially when you're 40 years old. Hey Ian, what's up? My manager was shocked. Hirsch, I'm so happy for you. I am very proud of the strength that it takes to go out on a limb and take that risk. Okay, guys. So today I wanted to talk about the summer solstice energy and I made a little outline, right? So I wanted to talk to you guys about how the summer solstice can energetically push us to close karmic loops, step out of our comfort zones, and enter new versions of ourselves. Hirsch, I feel like you and I are kind of mirroring each other. That's been something that I think has been causing most of my anxiety. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and it's very uncomfortable. So Hirsch, congratulations, guys. One of my mods quit his job. Now I have you all to myself, Hirsch. Let's do shit. Hey from the UK. What's up, Scott? I didn't even do my skincare yet today. Actually, so I've been feeling very self-conscious about the way that I look. You guys know I've been trying to lose weight. I've been trying to become the hottest version of myself. And I think with turning 40 years old, I started to like become hyper aware and critical of the way that I look. Hirsch, we should do it. Hirsch, let's talk. Let's talk plans. Hey, Jasmine. Guys, thank you so much for the love and helping keeping me going and all the support in my little weird reset time I'm having here. I think leveling up your life, which is what my entire channel is about, comes with a lot of weird feelings that aren't all good. And I'm learning that in real time right now. I think stepping into higher versions of ourselves and leaving our comfort zone definitely has the ability to really put us at odds or like facing our shadow side. And I think that's what I've been doing. Hey Martin, guys, thanks so much for being here. Martin, guys, Hirsch quit his job. Hey Martin, what's up, Hannah? Aurora, thanks. Hey Iguana. I have all my mods in here. Guys, it was crazy. I had my mods yesterday and then I didn't, and it wasn't even really that bad. But thank you guys to my mods for making my chat a tolerable place to be despite all the hate and the harassment that I tend to get. Yo, what's up, Ryan? You're still in LI. You couldn't leave the beach. Yeah, I made my backyard into a little Love Island villa. I have an inflatable pool and I'm really living my best life out there. I can't believe there's people who are going to go into debt to spend like $50,000 on a pool. I would never. I spent $50 on this blow up pool and I'm just as happy as if I have like a mansion back there. And yeah, that's another thing. I think I've been feeling a lot of pressure to make $100 million, right? Make this fortune that I want to make and all this stuff. But I've really been trying to just remind myself that do I have everything I want? No. Am I where I want to go? No. But I have everything that I need, you know? Um, yeah, congratulations on your freedom, Jasmine said. Thanks, Earl. I do have great mods. Catch me in my kiddie pool. Hannah, catch me in my kiddie pool. Yeah, pools are kind of gross. I got a little floating chlorine thing for my kiddie pool. Your bed looks like, bro, it's sleep worthy. It is. I actually need to change my sheets. 50K could buy you a lot of trips to take. Yeah, when you grow up with the pool. Hey, Giovanna, welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. I When you grow up with a pool outside your backyard, it's like a very Long Island vibe. It's almost like a cultural thing. And I do love having a pool. I love the way it sounds. Like, like when snow falls on the ground and it like sounds different outside. The backyard just hits different when there's a nice big pool back there. Dark's playing time. What's going on? We're talking about my life improvement journey. I wish you good publications. Thank you. Thanks, Kamal. With your mindset, Taylor, you'll achieve anything. Jasmine, thank you for helping me stay strong. I have to catch up on your videos, Jasmine. For some reason I'm not getting notified. I have to make sure my notifications are on for your channel. Guys, subscribe to Jasmine's channel. It's really similar to mine. You've been making some good videos that would really help me and are like based on topics that I really need to hear. Charles, what do you mean, where have I been? Where have you been? I've been streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like I always do. Hey, Ghost Samurai. What's up, guys? Hi. I do know God loves me. I thought Jesus died for my sins, but I could be confused about that. My grandma had a beach house. Her neighbor had a pool. We spent all our time with the neighbors, and my grandma was so cool about it. Obviously, we should be in the bay. Yeah, I want to live by a body of natural water. I want to live waterfront. Hey, Pistol, what's up? You're welcome, Jasmine. Thank you. How do I feel about exclamation marks and question marks next to each other? I think exclamation question is excited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's whichever one goes first. If it's an exclamation mark first, that's excited. kind of like questioning, and then the question mark first is like questioning excited. We used to use a tarp, sprinkler, scrap wood, and ingenuity back in the trailer park summers. That sounds fun too. Do I like Taylor Swift? Not really. But I did go to the Eras tour with my daughter. The sea or the ocean makes me sleep, and this isn't an easy thing to do. Yeah, salt water and sun and fresh air really helps get me tired too. Hey, Paige Johnson, what's up, guys? They'll take oh, yeah, Hirsch. You should have asked for, like, an insane amount of money, but I guess you could probably feel out that they're not willing to do that. They'll probably just wait and try to find a replacement and pay them even less by the vibes I used to get. What's up, Charles? You're here now, and that's all that matters. Ian, why am I skipping your comment? It's probably bullshit if I'm skipping it. Martin, Rezi, Ryan said hi. The purpose of this live is to document the journey of reinventing and resetting my whole life at 40 and share what I do to inspire and motivate other people to make their life the best they can. My hair looks great. Hirsch, thank you. I feel so self-conscious, guys. So that's what I was saying. I think as I get older, I'm starting to notice that if I start feeling super critical of the way that I look, there's probably something going on in my life, like some self-sabotage starting or some burnout starting. Yeah, Ryan's been here. Iguana Shuriken was here yesterday. You've been reading any good books lately? Anything ready to harvest from the garden? The garden, my potatoes are doing amazing. The peppers and tomatoes are having like a real slow start. I think I have to fertilize them or something. And books, yeah, I'm reading this really good book called Fuck Happiness about how trying to be happy and always trying to improve our lives is actually like for women a symptom of the patriarchy basically telling us to smile. And so I have been getting some new ideas and I wanted to share them with you on today's stream. It's called Fuck Happiness, the book. When you start comparing yourself to other people, something's definitely off balance. Yes, yes, yes. I started to notice that when I start really getting into trying to make myself look perfect, I'm probably in a weird mental space. 40 is not young, but not old. The Goldilocks zone. Daddy and a caddy. Thank you for the super chat. That's what we keep saying, that they say youth is wasted on the young, but 40 is like you have enough wisdom, but you also have your youth. So 40 is like a really good age. But I definitely think that reaching a milestone birthday put me into a bit of a weird mental state for sure. Let me see. Hirsch, I think I missed something you said. There's a lot of backstory to it. Tell me later. Please do. Please do, Hirsch. Sorry if I missed any comments, guys. I really just can't operate at like 100% reading every comment and feeling like so sped up right now. I'm just trying to chill and like connect with you guys and actually talk about some stuff. And it's hard for me to read every comment and keep my train of thought. Try to achieve contentment rather than chasing happiness. Gratitude for the little things. Hey, Seven, what's up? Yes, I have been trying to focus on gratitude. And I think I saw something once online. It was like, or I read something, it was like, humans can never really be happy. What we consider happiness is basically reducing uncertainty. So instead of always trying to be happy, what we can do is notice that it's in the times where we minimize uncertainty because uncertainty causes us stress and like stress response, right? As humans trying to survive. So then I started focusing on like getting my outer space in order, cleaning, organizing, and really trying to structure my life in a less chaotic way because I felt like if I could minimize uncertainty, maybe I could improve my mental well-being, you know? Yeah, happiness is ephemeral. So, yeah. Hey, Nizzle, what's up? I don't have any gray hairs yet, guys, but I'm sure that I will one day. Um, it's a grays at 40 that are killing you. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get one too, and I won't feel great. Comparison is the enemy of joy. Yeah, exactly. Here, I think the saying is comparison is the thief of joy. And for me, it's almost like I guess a type of comparison is when I am setting my goals so high, which I am, and I won't stop doing that. I'm on the path to make $100 million and grow my YouTube channel to 1 million subscribers. So if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I go live 4 days a week. Any tips for procrastination? Yeah. Force yourself to start something that you're procrastinating and tell yourself that you only have to do 5 minutes of it. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Chad? Hey guys. Do I have any crabs? I can't say I do. I've got chicken and steak, and I think we're gonna throw it on the grill. Yes, certainty. So I guess like instead of trying to like be happy, I have learned that in my life to minimize uncertainty helps give me a sense of inner well-being and inner peace. And so today I kind of wanted to like take a step back and take a breather. And so in the book I was telling you guys that's been helping me, this woman did this experiment where, because as women we're kind of conditioned to put other people before ourselves, I think, and to kind of put ourselves last as far as prioritizing our own happiness, because we're mothers and caretakers and wives. And I remember telling a therapist, I did a past life regression hypnosis in the California desert. And I remember the woman who did it did an intake with me. And we were talking, and I was telling her about how much I miss my partner, this fiance guy, my toxic partner that really led me into like all of the healing of my life. And I kept telling her about my exes. I said, I can just give and give and give, and they still keep leaving me, and I don't need anything from them. All And she's like, "Wait a second. Why don't you need anything?" And I was like, I've told you guys this before, but like, yo, that part. What the fuck am I saying? So actually, let me go outside and get the book because I did underline something that was interesting. And I'm a little bit scattered in my brain right now, but let me run outside real quick. I'm not going to take you outside with me because I'll lose. Actually, you guys want to see my villa? I will lose service if I take you guys outside with me. But guys, look, yo, that's how I'm living these days. And all my chairs are garbage. Hey Ben Doll, thanks for being here. How funny is this shit, guys? These are all my, look at all my potatoes sprouted. I don't want to lose the Wi-Fi, so I'm not going to bring you guys all. I was originally going to live stream at 4, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't I just let myself like slow down, enjoy a day without rushing? Because I really want to set up my little inflatable pool, my tanning pool and stuff. So, yeah, I cleaned up my yard and I arranged a bunch of my rich people's garbage so that my backyard is my own little poor man's poor man's vacation space. Call it a pauper's garden. Shut up, the swan. That was $50 on Amazon, guys. I feel like the cat who ate the canary with that thing. And I got my ice plunge pool that I used to use with my ex. Although I actually read that like ice plunges aren't maybe that good for women, especially trying to lose weight. I've been trying to do a lot of work on regulating my nervous system. And apparently, like ice plunges might be a little too intense. The bread man, thank you. Thanks for being here. I do have a lot of trees, Jasmine. And the movie? The damn movie? What? What movie, Nana Blue? What was I just saying? Oh, yeah. So I was reading something that said that if your nervous system is unregulated, as a woman, you might actually need more like warm baths instead of like ice plunges. Guys, double tap the stream if you're new. I'm trying to always get it up to a record number of likes. And I always want to see if we can set a record for how quickly we can get 100 likes up in the stream. So if you haven't double tapped the screen yet, please like the stream because it really helps my channel and it's free. The ice plunge stress the body. I think the ice plunge does actually stress the body a little bit. So I have a little ice plunge pool out there, but I'm not going to be using it for ice. I just use it to dip myself when I'm tanning. When I was around 22, when I realized all I need is a cup of tea, a good book, and the wonders of nature, like a dawn or fresh air after a rainy day. Yeah, I really have been trying to remind myself that while I may not have everything I want or everything I'm working for, I do have everything that I need. And I think because I have such big goals, it puts me in a state of feeling very discontented because I feel so far away from where I'm going that sometimes it's really hard for me to take a step back and realize how far I've gone and how far I've come, and really kind of take a moment to appreciate the fact that I have everything I need. And that wasn't always the case. MDMA, damn, Ryan. Only if it comes with some cigarettes. Welcome to me. That is my life besides the mental illness. Literally, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, but just not in a manic way. Nana Blue, have we talked about that movie before? My hypnotherapist turned me on to that movie. Thanks, Nizzle. I appreciate it. Thanks, Marty. Yeah, I do have really big goals. I am trying to grow my channel to 1 million subs and make $100 million and really just like help everybody in the world make their life the best that it can possibly be. And I know it starts with me. And I do want to be a good example. And I think that that means to be honest and authentic, like with what I'm going through. And it's not like I try to be fake, but I think I'm always trying to be so helpful and motivational that it really puts me in like my performing and producing energy. And a big thing that I've had to work through excuse me, a big thing I've had to work through in my life is feeling worthy of love and calmness, even when I'm not necessarily performing or producing things, you know? And so, yeah, I think I've had a lot of conditional love in my life that was based on me doing things for other people. So I think that I was like, it was kind of imprinted on my nervous system pretty early on that like love is conditional and that thanks, May Smith, I'm only worthy of it if I am producing and performing. And so that has definitely been something that I've had to work hard to unlearn in my life. And I think as I come on YouTube and get more successful, I'm always trying to improve off of those successes. And it's really been hard for me to show up in the way that I really am instead of giving in to that subconscious need to perform and succeed. So, like I said, it's not like I'm being fake. It's just I lose sight and I lose touch with how I'm actually feeling, and I kind of default into that performance mode, you know? Yeah, Taylor, stay strong. You'll make it. Your consistency is insane. Thank you so much, Martin. And that's kind of what I've been trying to make myself realize. Like, hey, hold on, guys. I have to file my nail. It's actually killing me. That's what I've been trying to like recognize about myself, that even if I'm not like breaking records, or even if I'm not where I want to be, like for the performance of certain YouTube streams and this, that, and the other thing, just the fact that I've been so consistent through feeling so insecure and so lost and so overwhelmed, and just like everything I've done this year, I really just have to, and I think all of us really just have to be a little bit less hard on ourselves and really take a step back to pat ourselves on the back for the things that we've done to improve our lives, even when it was hard. Because I guess as you grow your life and as you improve, you kind of become used to your new set point, right? And like, if you would have told me last year that I would have had almost 15,000 YouTube subscribers, I would have been like so happy. And then on days when I feel so anxious and so down on myself and so bad about myself, I just tell myself, like, Taylor, like, look at everything you've done in the past year. Like, your past self would be so proud of all this. And I think that's probably why it becomes like a struggle to always be remembering where you came from, because as you reach new levels in your life, a certain level of success and happiness becomes your new set point. So I think it becomes easier to lose sight of like how far we've come. Thanks for Rob Taylor. Thank you. Insecure, you're hot and have a good personality. Don't be selfish. C-Wag. I'm trying to tell you guys though, it's like if I can be so insecure, I feel so fat and so ugly right now. And like I don't want to be seen by anybody. And that's why I try to like be honest. I know maybe it sounds ridiculous to you guys because you might think like, oh, I'm conventionally attractive and I'm not fat and this and that, but I share it to show you that a lot of the ways that we think about ourselves aren't necessarily tied to any objective reality. You know, a lot of it, it's like you've ever heard the saying, like, don't believe a thing you think. Our thoughts can be liars, and our thoughts can really become like a conditioned response to things that we've been through in life and like other people's projections onto us. And I've really internalized a lot of negative projections of other people onto myself. And now I'm in the process of unlearning the things that are codified and conditioned in my mind and re-parenting and reteaching myself things that are more true. Does anything that I'm saying make sense? You don't dress as though you're insecure. You present yourself to be very confident. And then Jasmine, that creates like its own imposter syndrome. That's another thing. It's like I used to always, like, project so much confidence, and I think that that's where I kinda broke down and made that video on my channel about admitting that I actually hate myself. When you feel so insecure a lot of the time, and I don't actually feel so insecure, I think it's just, like, normal self-doubt that anybody would have, but especially as I exit my comfort zone and do more of the things I need to do. You know, they say, like, to get somewhere you've never been in life, you need to do things you've never done, and when you're doing things you've never done, implicitly, you're in out of your comfort zone, and I think that I'm just doing so many things that get me out of my comfort zone that I naturally feel insecure. And then people value me because I set an example of like confidence and like whatever the way I dress and this and that. And then it's like there's a layer of it that almost feels like imposter syndrome. Like I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining it the right way. Is it so relatable, really, or not? How's my stomach feeling? I'm feeling really bloated, actually. Um, you're too in your head, Taylor. It's a trap. Well, that's the thing. And am I too anything? Or is that another self-critical thought? I think I am. I'm just a human, right? And I understand like the thoughts are definitely a trap. So I keep trying to talk back to my inner monologue in a more positive way and like kind of questioning things in the past I would have just taken as truth. And I think a lot of us identify with our inner monologue as being our personality or reality, but our inner monologue is just conditioned thoughts. We just think the same things. I have this book called I Am a Loop. We just are a loop of our past thoughts that we continue to think in the present and project on the future. But if you can like get used to like talking back to your inner monologue, it actually is very powerful. I love people like this. So refreshing. So many people are fake and put up a front and try to act perfect. Thanks, Marty, for the support. Yeah. Yo, what up, Zode? I'm good. Did I stay off of the Van Wyck, the expressway? Which episode is that from? When Kramer has to go to Long Island? Yeah, so yeah, I think thanks. I think the way we talk to ourselves, we think that it's our personality, but it's actually not. And we are very in control of our thoughts. I know people think that your thoughts just happen to you and you don't have control of them, but actually our thoughts occur to us and we choose which thoughts to entertain. And monitoring which thoughts to entertain in my mind and switching the ones that aren't constructive has actually been probably the biggest thing that's changed my entire life. Hey, Sam, what's up? I talk to myself too a lot. I don't actually mean like talking to myself, though. I actually don't talk to myself. I'm more talking about our thoughts inside our mind, like our inner monologue. Yeah, guys, if you haven't liked the stream, make sure to double tap the stream. It really helps my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel to 15,000 subs. That's our next milestone. And double tapping the stream is a really easy, free way that all of you can help me if you're enjoying it. I remember things from when I was 2 years old. Me too, guys. I remember and don't forget to vote in the poll too. You guys can choose what I do next. Guys, you know that I remember the first time I ever thought something was cool? You're so powerful to be able to control your thoughts. Be a thermostat, not a thermometer. That's a good one too, Jasmine. So we actually all have the power to control our thoughts. This all comes from stuff I learned from a book by Emmett Fox called The 7 Day Mental Diet. And anybody can go listen to that for free on YouTube. If you have premium, it takes like 15 minutes to listen to it, I think. It's like a really tiny book, 7 Day Mental Diet. And I keep saying I'm going to make a video about it. And I guess it's time that I really do that. I'm really trying to get clear on what I want to make my longer content about because I'm really locking into my content this summer once the kids are out of school because I'm a single mom. So it's really hard to lock in, especially with my ADHD, to growing my content and kind of like keep my thoughts straight about all the different stuff I'm trying to share with you guys. But this really is like the baseline and the 4 agreements. I really need to introduce you guys. And I put so much pressure on myself to like take the ideas in these books and like create my own version of it. So that's what keeps me from really teaching this stuff to you. But I think I just need to like accept that I just need to teach you what they already wrote. Okay. So the 7 Day Mental Diet is this amazing program that I've done several times. And I'm telling you guys, my outer reality has never shifted so quickly as when I've done this. And the most powerful part of it is that when you do it and you see how quickly your outer world changes in response to inner improvement in your thought patterns, it really does. Like, oh, and I also want to talk about all this toxic manifestation bullshit on the internet because it's honestly starting to piss me off. Um, you see a lot of people kind of being like, you create your own reality and this, that, and the other thing. And there's definitely parts of that that are true, but there's a whole other side of it that's wholeheartedly like toxic, like Iranians and like, all those people in the war and everything. Like, what does that mean for them? That like they create their own reality. Hey, Oscar, thanks for being here, guys. I'm going to actually go on the computer. Let me try to catch up on the chat real quick. I'm trying to keep my train of thought because it's really, really hard for me. I'm happy about Karen Reed winning. Yeah, it's funny that I never actually learned that much about Karen Reed, but my gut instinct was like, this bitch was framed. Pistol, how do you shut down the negative thoughts? So they say that you actually have 17 seconds to change the vibration of a thought. So we have an energetic field that actually precedes us and goes outside of our body. I think they say up to 10 feet. And that's why you can like walk into a room and feel vibes, right? You can feel bad vibes. You can feel good vibes. You can walk into a room and tell the people who are talking shit about you. Hey, Troy, thank you. Hey, Joseph. Guys, welcome to everybody who's new. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. You can help get me to my subscriber goal. And also, you won't miss out on my streams. I stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I guess I missed the last video comment. Elaine desperately wants to get the guy to the airport. Oh, the Van Wyck. It's, it's pronounced barometer. That shit. That is one of my favorite Seinfeld moments ever. That is such an understated Kramer joke. It's pronounced barometer. Thanks for subscribing, guys. I promise you know nothing about Jesus. Robert, a comment like that, I think actually might prove more about what you know about Jesus than what I know about Jesus, but it's all good. Do I do drugs? Pay me and find out. So I would say, right? So we have an energy that precedes us from like an energy field. And so they say that you actually have 17 seconds to influence the vibrational effect of a negative thought. So with me, even if a negative thought occurs to me, I can choose not to entertain it. So I always kind of compare it to seeds in the garden, right? Let's say you want to grow tomatoes and someone gives you a gift bag and in it are tomato seeds, pepper seeds, and eggplant seeds, right? Just because you have all three seeds in front of you doesn't mean you need to mix them all up and plant them blindly. You still have the option to choose the plant that you want to plant and put that seed in. So I think every thought is really like a seed that we're planting in the fertile ground of our minds. And so when we have thoughts that occur to us that might be negative, I think of them as seeds, and then I just choose to make sure I'm only planting the seeds in my mind that are ones I actually want. So, do I have FB or WhatsApp? Yes, I have both, but I don't share them on the internet. Thank you for the super chat, Alex. Hey, Joey. What's up, guys? Hey, Levi. Thank you. Shut up. I'm trying to listen. Yeah, Levi, you tell him. So, what if the seeds are mixed up? I guess if the seeds are mixed up, you'd have to do some research on what the seeds look like. Right? So I guess, yeah, right? That's a good answer. If the seeds are all mixed up, you could still get information about what different plant seeds look like and then pick them out? Um, Long Island Gal, did our dads work together at some point? Oh, I wonder. Thanks, Joey. So I'm gonna really quickly just break down the 7-day mental diet to you guys, the process, so that you guys can get the benefit of it without reading it. And then I'll teach it in a video on my channel. I promise you that I will do that because it has definitely been the biggest game changer. You guys are asking me like, how do I control my thoughts and this and that? It's not about controlling your thoughts. It's about choosing which thoughts to basically entertain and to, I believe in God, yeah. Which thoughts to interact with, I should say. Yes, I believe in God a lot. Hey, Mona, what's up, guys? Don't forget to vote in the poll. You can control what we do next, and don't forget to like the stream. I'm trying to share with you guys the 7-day mental diet. It's let's say it's called a challenge. So I'm going to put this into a Google Doc real quick and then print it out so that I can look at you guys and we can discuss it a little bit more. This has been one of the things that has changed my life the most, and definitely I guess like you can think of your brain as a muscle, right? And so untrained and unexamined, your brain, I think our brain always defaults to negative thinking because our human like prehistoric brain is always trying to look for the negative because that's the like identifying the negative is what's going to identify a survival threat. So I think we have a survival based brain, and that's why our brains tend to default to negative thinking. Thanks, Mohammed. Shukran. Hey, Gangstar. Thanks so much for being a member. And thank you. Hey, Gabe. Thanks. Hey, Izzy. Thanks for subbing. So I'm going to share this with you guys. You guys are always asking me, how do I keep my mind strong? And I don't always remember that this exists, but I really have run this through in my mind so many times that it kind of has become the default operating mode of my brain. And it's like the easiest, most free thing that you can do to change your whole life. The fun part about this mental diet program is, you know how with the 75 hard, it's like that really hard workout program and stuff that you have to have like a lot of discipline to do. The cool thing about this is it's kind of like that. It's a little bit high stakes because if you mess up, you can't just stop and start over again. You actually have to wait a few days before you start over again. Yeah, you guys, mods, thank you for reminding everybody and encouraging people to subscribe. My hair's looking a little brassy. My hair appointment's in a few days, and I got my hair wet today in my blow up pool. So I don't really look the way that I love to look, but thanks for being here with me, guys. Am I MAGA? No, I'm nothing. I'm apolitical. I don't watch the news or the media. I created my own world and I live inside of it. And I'm trying to teach you guys how to do the same thing by sharing my journey. What if the seeds are mixed up is a deep question because conundrums are a part of being human. Sometimes determining which thoughts are good is not as easy as it may seem. Food for thought. I think that is good food for thought. I think that would put you in a state of really having to examine these seeds and thoughts to determine what exactly are these. Thanks, Gangstar. Thank you. It is soft. I feel like it looks a little fried. Brandon, thanks. Hey, Robbie. Hi, guys. I'm sorry that I'm not able to read every single comment today. I'm trying to keep my train of thought and my nervous system is really fried lately. I've been going through a pretty big period of burnout. I just turned 40 years old. I set a lot of big goals for myself. And in addition to setting all these big goals for myself and having all this healing to do, I'm also trying to make content about it, which is crazy because it's like it's hard enough just to heal and it's hard enough to improve your life, but to like figure out the angle to be able to organize it in a way that I can share it with you guys is so overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that everything I'm saying is making sense. Bradley, thank you for the birthday wishes. And yeah, I'm 40 years old. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I don't know. Like when people tell me I look 25 and stuff, I know it's a compliment, but I also am trying to like normalize natural beauty and not like even for my daughter, like I have a teenage daughter and I don't want to like set an example that the beauty standard should be to want to look 20 years old. I don't want to be like, oh my God, thank you so much. All I want to do is look 20. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with looking 40. And I appreciate the compliments, but at the same time, I want to like normalize just like being proud of your age and like where it brings you in life. But I am really hard and very vain and I'm very hard on myself for the way I look. I had an eating disorder my whole life. I was put on diets as a kid to be in modeling and pageants and stuff like that. And it's funny that you think this is rage bait. People don't see the world as it is. They see the world as they are. Nothing I can do about it. Hey, from Amsterdam, what's up? I've only been to Maastricht. Don't be so neurotic. I really am trying to train myself to be less neurotic. 40 can be tough for some reason. You'll hold fast. Things will come right. And it's not even 40. I think it's just I think it's just setting all these big goals and trying so hard to do these things that I've always wanted to do. Hey Stephanie, what's up? We got to 100 likes. Thank you guys so much. How was the dinner last night? Wait, which dinner, Stephanie? I went live. What did I do? I was gonna make what did I say when I was gonna get off live? Because I know I was eating the rotisserie chicken and the pickles. I wound up making a caprese last night with my daughter. I wound up making fresh mozzarella, basil from the garden, tomatoes, arugula, and then I toasted up some naan and we ate it on like a flatbread basically. Hey Al Capone, thanks for being in here. Thanks 3D modeling. Thanks Tyrese. I won't give up on my dreams. Hey Juanita. Hey Rock. I can see you, Dominic. It's just the chat's going a little bit fast. And I do appreciate all of you guys in the comment section. Thank you for commenting on my stream. I do generally try to read as many comments as I can. And hey, from South Africa, hyperactive as fuck though. Cool. 40 doesn't help. Yeah, the way I look at age and turning 40, I just turned 40 last week, is that nobody knows when they're going to die. So technically nobody actually knows what age they are because we use age, I feel like less as a descriptor of how long we've been alive and more as an indication of how much life we have left. That's in the Western world. That's what age seems like to me. It doesn't seem like an indicator of how long we've been alive. It seems more like an implication of how long we have left. But since none of us know when we're going to die, age doesn't actually mean anything because I'm 40 years old, but I'm younger than a 15-year-old who's going to die at 30. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'm going to live to be 133 years old. And I think a lot of people born in the 80s and 90s are definitely going to live well into over 100. And so if I'm going to live to be 133 years old, I still have 93 years left of my life. But if someone's only going to live to be 80, if a 20-year-old's only going to live to be 80, technically I'm younger than that 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Ryan. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you guys? I already have my kids, Alan. I already finished raising my kids. I think I'm done with kids. In my mind, I never die. Well, yeah, that's true too. So we kind of are immortal. I do actually believe that. Um, that makes sense, Jasmine, right? Hey, Noir, what's up? Time doesn't mean anything. How then could you age? Exactly. That's why they say you're only as young as you feel. And if you understand like the quantum implications of like linear time and right? It's like not really real. Isn't time just like a function of like mass or something like that? You have 90 more years for kids. No, I'm just waiting for my grandchildren at this point. It's not even a Stanley. I actually bought this. I'm a single mom, and so I don't usually get that many Christmas gifts. And this year, I just like really wanted to open up a bunch of gifts. Guys, should I unbox my Labubu? I bought a Labubu. I got a Labubu, and I refused to open it until I'm on camera because I wanted to open it on camera. Yeah, people are very disrespectful, MacGyver, on here. Did your dads not teach you anything? Anyway, I bought this. Thanks, Al. I bought this. Thanks, Divine Catalyst. Thanks for being here on my channel. Hirsch, I'm glad you like it. I got a Labubu. So, guys, I have been going through so much mental anguish, literally so much anxiety. Like, feeling like I can't even breathe, having to like force myself to just breathe. And I just keep checking on the tracking of my Labubu and like reopening up all my social media apps and just reading all these disgusting messages from these men on Tinder, which guys, vote in the poll if you want to read my Tinder inbox. And don't forget to double tap the stream and like it. It really helps my channel. And it wouldn't hurt if you subscribe and hit the bell. I go live 4 days a week. I don't follow pick a party. No. I was like, what the fuck is a Labubu? I'm not an idiot. And then a couple weeks later, when it really started hitting my algorithm, I was like, I mean, then once I started to get a feeling like I wasn't going to be able to get a Labubu, then I was like, what do you mean? Like when I searched them just to see how much they are and saw that they were sold out and I couldn't get one, then I was like, now I need a Labubu. I'm not gonna be told I can't have one. I don't want one, but like if you're gonna tell me I can't have one, I need one. And so I was like, really, Al, I'm working on my podcast. I'm working on my podcast. I did say hi, Dominic, actually. I have the Labubu. There's a Labubu song. I didn't even know that. Al Capone, thank you. I've heard that before. Yeah, the Labubu. And then my daughter at the beach is like, you don't have to get a Labubu. You can get a Sani Angel. And I go to see what a Sani Angel is. And there's these other women sitting next to us on the beach. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's a Sani Angel. And I saw the type of women they were. And I was like, fuck that. Never will I have a Sani Angel. I don't want to have anything in common with those girls. I was just being a hater. But the feeling of scarcity for the Labubu made me MILF physics. Thanks, Rock. That's funny. MILF. Yeah, the fact that I didn't think I could have a Labubu made me want a Labubu. So I bought one off of eBay. It's not a Lafufu. It's a real Labubu. Can I unbox it? Yeah, I'll unbox it. I will. Time is the fourth dimension. The first is a line. Second is the quad. Third is a cube. And the fourth is an endless amount of cubes built like a tunnel. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I do listen to a lot of videos about that kind of stuff, Martin. So why did my headphones just pick up all of a sudden? Stop. Why is it showing me my battery level on my AirPods? Can you guys still hear me? All moments in time are concurrent, Bone. We're just all here. Yes. Yes. I do try to remember that too. I do have an understanding of that, right? Hey, Anytime Television, what's up? Thanks for being here. So yeah, I don't have a Stanley. I bought myself this at TJ Maxx when I was buying myself gifts because let me forget to get to the 7-day mental diet, guys. I need to teach you guys. Yeah, so I bought myself this Stanley Cup. My daughter only has one, which I think is showing restraint, you know? Guess I never go into TJ Maxx. Boo Boo. I have to like tease that a little bit. And stream, the viewers aren't moving, the likes aren't moving, and the chat's not moving. I just have to be patient. It'll be fine. I think it had something to do with my headphones. I don't know. All right, well, maybe I should just take a moment to actually look at this so I can get my thoughts together. And then hopefully the chat will like fly up real quick and it'll stop lagging. Oh, okay, there you go. I lagged out for some reason because now all the views dropped. And there's the chat. Hey guys, I'm sorry, my stream was lagging. I think it's all good now. I think it might have something to do with my headphones picking up and connecting off. Hey guys, multiverse is real. Hirsch, I don't know what happened, but we're back. Hey guys, I couldn't see any of you guys. I was like, all right, I guess I'll just sit back and try to regain my train of thought here. Hermosa, gracias. We're here. It lagged. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for staying with me, guys. Be patient. Good things are coming your way. Loosen up. I feel like I don't like being told to loosen up and everything because I feel like constricting your energy and feeling this anxiety, right, is like it's like a labor pain to giving birth to new versions of yourself, right? So as we grow and as we learn throughout life, I really do feel like we give birth to higher versions of ourselves, or not even to say higher, right? Just newer versions of ourselves. Excuse me. And I feel like when people are like, don't be so hard on yourself or relax or loosen up, it's almost like telling a woman in labor like who's having labor contractions, like relax, like don't feel that pain. Pretend that doesn't hurt. Don't push. So I just kind of feel, bye, Dominic. I'm here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the afternoons, Monday in the morning for our Monday morning motivation show. Thank you, Glitter Goth. Thanks for being in here, guys. Hey, Mariah, what's up? Thanks, Alante. So yeah, I understand. Like, I don't know, people want to tell me to like loosen up or relax. But at the same time, I think the feelings that I'm having are actually like a normal response to changing your life, right? If that makes sense. Hi from Australia. What's up, Benny? I've never been to Australia. I spent so much time in Indonesia. I don't know how I didn't ever go there. Sorry, guys. I'm wearing this tube top. It always feels like it's falling down, even if it's not. So, but I really do like it. It's another piece of my Pacific Somewhere activewear. So, all right, guys. Do you guys want to talk about the 7-day mental diet stuff? Smile, please. I'm done with you. No, I'm not. That's another thing. You guys are so fucking disgusting on my live stream sometimes. And especially on my Monday morning motivation stream. That's when you guys are the meanest to me. And it really takes my vibe down because I'm trying to help people. And it really is very discouraging. And I think it actually like really affected my energy over the past couple of weeks. As I start doing better, I get more hate. And it really did kind of get to me the past few weeks. I have to say, you're the queen of transformation and change. I've seen your growth on the lives. Lotus Flower, thank you so much for always coming back. I recognize your name because Lotus Flower is, like I told you, like very keeps coming up in my life. And this, hey, Alante, thanks, guys. Okay, 7-day mental diet. So yeah, guys, I think as I have gotten more confident and more successful on my streams and look more fit and like more attractive, I get a lot more hate from people. And it's not that it gets to me that I actually feel bad about myself, but it's more like demoralizing because I feel like I'm not able to like do what I'm trying to do, like be motivational and this like that. Oh, I said I'm done because your smile. I thought you meant you were done with something else, Al. I'm sorry. Did a lot of men try to get my number in Indonesia? No, I did pretty well for myself in Indonesia though. As soon as you can find happiness within yourself, your life will be how you want. See, I feel like that hasn't been true for me. I think I find happiness in myself, and then from that new happy version of myself, I set bigger, bolder goals. And then again, I'm thrust into that period of growth. And I feel like those periods of growth are always pretty difficult. Like Los Angeles says, I'm not fit. Something tells me you might not be either, bro. You know, I can change my body. You can't change your personality. So that's the difference between us. Thanks, Ben Doll. I appreciate you. People are threatened by the light. Yeah, that's what they say, right? Like the brighter the light, the darker the shadow kind of vibe. Anyway, so how do I keep myself mentally strong in periods of burnout and just being so exhausted on constantly improving myself? The 7-day mental diet. Michelle, thank you for being here. I love you. Thank you. Okay, so I was going to run you through the 7-day mental diet. So this is the mental habits that I taught myself from a book called The 7-Day Mental Diet by Emmett Fox, which anybody can listen to for free on YouTube. It's like, I think it really is like a 15-minute video that you can listen to. All right. So for 7 days, this is the core idea of the 7-day mental diet. And once you guys do this, you'll see how much your inner environment affects your outer life. Hey, Noelle, thank you so much. I am a talk show host. This is my talk show. The core idea for 7 days, you eliminate negative mental habits and consciously replace them with aligned, empowering thought patterns. It's not about toxic positivity, it's about energetic hygiene. So, this is breaking it down into 7 days. This isn't what it is at all. This isn't what it is at all. Let me just real quick. So, basically, what it is for 7 days, you do not complain, you do not gossip, you do not lie, and you do not entertain a negative thought for 7 days, basically. That's like what the 7-day mental diet is. I don't know why ChatGPT is like making it that deep. Can you summarize the main points and imperatives of Emmett Fox's 7-day mental diet book? Give me the cliff notes. Are cliff notes even a thing anymore? Would ChatGPT know what that is? Thank you, John. You brighten my day. Bye, Al Capone. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, young Sheldon, you tell him. So hey, what's up? What's happening with me tonight? I am sitting with my YouTube community trying to share how hard it's been for me lately to improve my life and be honest about how improving my life has led to a kind of spiritual burnout. and trying to help other people feel motivated when it's like it's hard because you try to improve your life and you expect your life to get better and better, and then all of a sudden like you start struggling and you're like, this is not the point. But I think all growth carries with itself those contractions. I really do liken it to like labor pains, right? And so when we're growing into higher versions of ourselves and trying to improve ourselves, I think naturally it does come with constriction and pain, almost like when you give birth to a baby. You know what I'm saying? I have a first night without my kid in months. I'm home doing laundry, can't decide what to eat on my own. Michelle, I am a single mom and my kids only see their dad for 2 weeks in the summer. And it's so frustrating because when I finally get that kid free time, there's so much pressure on myself to like make it enjoyable and make it relaxing and recharge. But I don't even know what to do with myself when I'm not with my kids. Like as a mom, you spend so much time taking care of your kids that when you get time without your kids, you don't even know what to do with yourself sometimes, Michelle. I can definitely relate. The door in the cabinet's not straight. Yeah, actually, I know. This does need to be adjusted a little bit. I'm renovating my house. Yeah, Jasmine understands. Yeah, Michelle. My kids are going to be with their dad in August, and I really do have to think ahead to what I want to do to recharge myself because I really am exhausted, to be honest, from raising the kids and renovating the house and growing my YouTube channel, infinitely expanding through the sacred vibration, purity, energy. Yeah, Lewis, exactly. You might go get gas and a sub. Yeah, a sub. That sounds delicious. Hazel eyes? No, I have blue eyes. Hey, Clem, what's up? I'm sorry. Yeah, Michelle, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Michelle, it's being a single mom is really hard. I'm there with you. I'm sending you love. Guys, don't forget to double tap the stream. We're almost up to 200 likes. I want to see how quickly we can get it there. We've never gotten to 200 likes in an hour. We have 8 minutes left. If every single person in here double taps the screen, it's free. It really helps my channel, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks, young Sheldon. Plan a spa week. I'm really focusing on saving money, but maybe I should plan a spa week at home because I really want to develop little retreats that women can do without having to leave their house or spend money. You know what I mean? Why does my baby dad only see the kids for 2 weeks in the summer? Yeah, he lives in China, so you ain't double tapping. All right, you show me. Guys, there's people in here refusing to double tap. Come on, make the haters mad. Double tap the screen. We'll get up to 200 likes even faster than you ever think we could. Hiya Layuda, you hater. Yeah, message retracted. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Josh, it's not Adderall, it's Ritalin, and I take it in the morning. So get a life. All right. Here's the Cliff's Note style summary of Emmett Fox's 7-day mental diet, distilled into its core principles. Guys, while I read this to you, make sure you double tap the screen. I'm trying to get up to 200 likes by 2 hours, which means we have like 6.5 minutes. Okay. All right, the 7-day mental diet, the core premise, your entire life experience is shaped by your dominant thoughts, right? It's not what I always try to tell you guys, it's not what we do sometimes, it's what we do most times. So it's not like any one individual negative thought can fuck your whole life up, but your life experience is shaped by your dominant thoughts. I do really believe this. And it is kind of frustrating to believe this stuff and then see some people who have such terrible, bad lives. But I find that I really do think that everyone is you pushed out, and we all are more or less like a universal consciousness. So I think it's like life seems so unfair for certain people. And I don't understand what the point of putting my phone on do not disturb is if my phone calls still come through. I'm sorry that I keep lagging, guys. I'm really sorry. So the 7-day mental diet explains that your entire life experience is shaped by your dominant thoughts. Now, I find this a little bit difficult to really like share with people because I see so many people living lives that are so tragic and unfair. And I think it's kind of like toxic to imply that all the hardship and war and death and sickness in the world can be created by dominant thoughts, because that's not what I think. But what I do think is that humanity is all like a physical manifestation of one core thing. And I do subscribe to like the tenet that we are all actually one, and we actually are living in like a holographic mirrored universe, and that um our own individual consciousness, I feel like it's almost like I saw this like picture of like an earth, and then it had like all these fingers poking out of it with like eyes on it. I almost feel like we're all just like a different holographic reflection of God. So I know it's hard to say something like your life experience is shaped by your dominant thoughts, but like the only experience and perspective I have of life are like through my two eyes. So, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say? Um, you know what I mean? It took a year and a half for me to change. It was because I was at my lowest in my life. It was only then that I put all my effort into seeking God, and I'm changed completely. Yeah, me too. I really had to give up control because I was at such a rock bottom point in my life and just like surrender and trust to God, basically. Tyler, you tripped last night and had a deep meaning with God. Did it change your life or what? Yeah, we're all made in the image of God. And so I hate that there is so much like war and pain and suffering on the world. And it's hard to say something like your experience is shaped by your dominant thoughts, but all I can do is like express my own experience. And, the people who connect with it will connect with it, right? We are all people who have access to the internet and we have enough free time to be here on YouTube. So we're all living we're all basically peers energetically, I would say, right? You're doing your 12 steps. Congratulations, Lewis. It's great that you recognize the structure. I totally oh, Tyler, yeah, I've been having some ideas for Tyler. You've already gone through the worst, it'll get better from here. I really do feel like that, and that's the thing, like, when you're improving your life, it can be so unsettling when you backslide and things get worse because 'cause you're like, "I thought I was past this." But I've shared a few times when we've done some whiteboard videos about how healing isn't linear, it's in a spiral, and a lot of the times we come back to the same issues to heal them at a deeper level. So, you might think you're done with, like, your toxic narcissistic exes, but then they start coming back or you start getting the urge to call them. I've literally had the urge to call some really fucking terrible men in the past couple of weeks. And I think that's like if you learn to stop being so hard on yourself and just give yourself the grace to just almost be curious about your thoughts. I was always so like hateful to myself and always so hard on myself and trying to be so disciplined and always trying to improve. And I would say that after turning 40 this past week of all this anxiety, is like one of the first times I really allowed myself to just reflect on what I'm feeling and just say, instead of telling myself, I shouldn't feel this, I can't feel this, I need to feel better. I was just like, what is this about? What is this about? So this reminds me of this quote I keep. It says, unresolved traumas, I printed out this tweet. Unresolved traumas crystallize themselves into form in the outer world to serve as reminders that you still have some inner work to do. To me, that is definitive proof that the outer world is a mirror of our inner world. And I used to say this on the channel. Like, I do think that similar feelings and situations will come up in your life as an opportunity for you to meet them with awareness and then be able to apply healing onto them, right? Because imagine if you had like some deep seated traumas or some like deep seated issues, and the only time you got to heal them or transmute them or integrate them is you had one chance, right? You had a really shitty boyfriend, and if you didn't take that opportunity to like alchemize, transmute, learn, and integrate, that was it. That was your one chance, and now you're left to internalize that pain for the rest of your life. So I do think in a spiral fashion that the same similar things will happen over and over again to keep giving us windows of opportunity to integrate, heal, alchemize, and really process things that have happened to us in our past. And so I think that that's like a really graceful, benevolent part of life in the universe, as frustrating as it can feel to keep having the same issues come up again and again, and how it might be, like, disconcerting or make us feel insecure in our ability to, like, handle life, or I don't know, makes me feel, like, insecure in my ability to actually, like, properly assess, like, how far I've come in, like, my healing and my journey. But this is the first, well, not the first time, but I do think that this last couple of weeks of real anxiety and self-doubt and everything. Hey, guys, we almost got up to 200 likes. Everybody in here, double tap the screen. We almost got up to 200 likes in an hour. That will be a major milestone for the stream. So everybody, if you haven't double tapped it, double tap the stream, okay? And so, hey, Abdullah, what's up? So, I think that the same thoughts and feelings and discomforts will come up over and over again. And each time they come up, it kind of does give you like an opportunity to grow and heal and learn. And so I feel like because I've had less resistance to the discomfort and anxiety, less than I've ever had in my life after my 40th birthday this past week. Thank you guys for the likes on the stream. I really do feel like I have allowed it to kind of flow through me and improve me instead of becoming like more tightly wound about it, and I guess like internalizing and like pushing it down more. Like, I think I've allowed the discomfort and anxiety to kind of process more than I have like stored it in my nervous system. Thanks, Hirsch, for reminding everybody to like the stream. Yeah, guys, don't forget to double tap it. So here we go, guys. Okay, so the core premise of the 7-day mental diet, the ideas that I'm trying to share with you guys that help me keep my mind really strong. Your entire life experience is shaped by your dominant thoughts. It can control your thoughts. If you can control your thoughts for just 7 days, guys, 7 days, do this with me, okay? If you can control your thoughts for just 7 days, meaning no negative thinking whatsoever, you'll completely shift your reality. Okay, guys, it's not that no negative thought can never occur to you, because negative thoughts occur to everybody, and we actually don't necessarily have control over the thoughts that occur to us, but we do have control over the thoughts that we choose to entertain. Mentertain. I saw I love mayo. I said mentertain instead of entertain. I love mayo also. I get the Hellman squeeze or whatever. So, guys, while we can't choose which thoughts occur to us, we can choose which thoughts we entertain. Okay, guys? Thank you so much for all the hate. Don't forget to double tap the screen. And if you love to hate me, just subscribe to the channel. You guys can come back and do it 4 days a week. I go live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm documenting the journey of reinventing and resetting my life from rock bottom. My fiance, I just finally got my engagement ring made into a necklace for my 40th birthday, but I had a fiance with a secret wife, secret kids, a secret double life, and we broke up when I was 38. And after I was done doing like the messy, ugly healing part, I set a goal to try to figure out a way to share the journey of rebuilding myself from that situation. And I wanted to share it with you guys to motivate and inspire you guys to like pick yourself back up after you go through hard things and stay strong and make your life the best that it can be. So I'm basically creating the life of my dreams. I created my own world. I live inside of it, and I'm trying to teach you guys how I did it so you guys can do the same thing. Yeah, it was horrible, Tyler. Kiss the ring. Yeah, it was really bad. And so yeah, that's what the whole channel is about. If you're new, I am reinventing myself and resetting my life from rock bottom as I turned for a lot of abusive relationships, and I just had a lot of trauma that I was basically reliving over and over again because I was having trouble healing. So thanks for almost getting us up to 200 likes, guys. Keep double tapping the screen while I teach you guys the 7-day mental diet, and hopefully we don't get any more phone calls. Thanks, Riley. It's all good. I'm actually happy that if I had to relive all the pain of my life again to get to where I am in my life now and be able to help people with what I went through, I would do it again. Thanks, Hirsch, for reminding everyone to subscribe. Yeah, guys, I go live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay. So, no negative thinking whatsoever for 7 days, guys. Here's a quote from the book. You must not, under any pretense, allow your mind to dwell on any thought that is not positive, constructive, optimistic, and kind. Okay, guys, right? Thank you for liking and subscribing, Riley. Welcome, everybody new. It's nice to meet you guys. I just turned 40 and we are building my dream life. And you guys are going to do the same thing too, because you're going to come in my stream and you're going to get motivated. And I'm teaching you guys this thing called the 7-day mental diet, but I've also been reading this book called Fuck Happiness. When you're burned out on self-improvement. I swear I opened up my bookshelf and all I saw were like all this healing and self-improvement and mental stuff and meditation and natural healing. And I was just like, fuck all this. And then I found this book that I had bought. I'm like, that's the book I need to read right now. Noir, thank you. Oh my God, guys. Thanks for being here on my channel. Don't forget to vote in the poll. You guys can control what we do next after we finish our book talk. And yeah, don't forget to like it because we're 13 likes away. 13 likes away from 200 likes. Don't make me beg. Thanks, Riley. Thanks. I'm glad that you enjoy watching it. If a thought that's negative pops in the mind, let it flow right back out. Don't let it stay, but don't freak out either. Yeah, Northern Blue. And what I do is I actually, when I have a negative thought come into my mind, I try to find a thought that's the opposite of it. I try to flip the negative thought and then affirm into the opposite. Thank you for the super chat, Kevin. And thank you for always supporting my channel. It really means a lot to me. I don't look at people as people. I look at everyone as spiritual beings because our spirits live forever. We're only here for moments. So always treat everyone as if you won't see them again. Yeah, and I treat other people as a reflection of myself. I do subscribe to that everyone is you pushed out theory, uh, hey Tanya, thanks for being in here. Yeah, delusion. So Stinger, if you guys don't realize, like I always say, I only believe in the things I want to be true, and I don't I don't hope for the best and prepare for the worst. I prepare for the best and expect the best, because when you think about it, preparing for the worst and expecting the worst, while people think that that's more practical, that's the same amount of delusion applied to reality. We never know what's going to happen in the future. So to expect the best and things that we want is no more delusional than expecting the worst and calling that practicality. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Thanks, Riley. Yeah, let's get it to 200 likes. Double tap. You guys know what I'm saying? So people think that I'm delusional because I say that I only choose to believe in what I want to be true, but worrying is just choosing to believe in what you don't want to be true. So yeah, Primo doesn't understand. That's okay. Not everyone's going to understand, but the ones who understand get it. Thank you guys for listening and being in my stream and being supportive and helping me grow my positive YouTube community full of people that are committed to making their lives the best that they can possibly be. Josh, I think Josh is my ex. We found my ex. Hey James, I got my ring made into a necklace. Thanks for being in the stream. Yeah, nothing wrong with positive thinking. Positive thinking is no more delusional than negative thinking. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Thanks, Riley, for motivating people to support it. All right. So, yeah. So, the core premise, if you're new, we're talking about the 7-day mental diet. It's the thing that I use to reset my thinking when I let my thinking get really positive and I fall into anxiety. Thanks, Lyric Collins. I appreciate it. Nizzle, my opinion on Jesus is that he had the right idea. So, the core premise of the 7-day mental diet is your entire life experience is shaped by your dominant thoughts. If you can control your thoughts for just 7 days, meaning no negative thinking whatsoever, you'll completely shift your reality. You must not, under any pretense, allow your mind to dwell on any thought that's not positive, constructive, optimistic, and kind. And then every time you mess up, you need to take a few days off before you start again. So, it really does, I feel like, give you a good motivation to keep going and keep your streak strong because you can't just start again that day. You got to reset a couple of days and then you got to restart. Hey, you're from Wichita, Kansas. That's awesome. One of my favorite movies takes place in Wichita, Kansas. It's called The Ice Harvest. As Wichita falls, so falls Wichita Falls, right? Is that the quote? We made it, guys. We got to 200 likes. Thank you so much for liking up this stream and for subbing and being in my YouTube channel for the past 6 months. If you believe in what you want to be true, doesn't that make you delusional? No, I don't think so. I think our thoughts actually create our concrete reality. You got to choose something to believe. So if reality isn't what you want, you're better off believing what you want. Does that make sense, guys? Hey, Audrey, I lived in Boston for a really long time. Hey, Keith, what's up? Thanks for being in my stream. 6 months already. More than that. It's been, I guess it's been November, December, and then it's been like 8 months now, guys, that I've been doing this. Isn't it crazy? Okay, so the main points of the book. Number one, your mind creates your life. Everything in your outer world is a direct reflection of your inner thought world. Change your thinking and your circumstances will follow. When I read this book, I was at a real, real bad rock bottom of my life, and I was so desperate to feel better that I was willing to try anything. But I'm telling you guys, doing this experiment makes you actually magnetic to good things happening in your life. And in 1 week, if you actually stick to this, I only tell this to you guys. I would never lie to you guys or even exaggerate. The only reason why I'm able to tell you guys this with such assurance, and there's very few things that I'm sure about in life, but I know for a fact that this actually works because every time I pick back up this 7-day mental diet habit, my life transforms for the positive so much. And then it's like, why don't I just always do this? And I think we just don't do it because we're just humans, right? And we're just all doing the best we can. Thanks, Riley, for being in here. Enjoy your dinner. Hey, Howard, what's up? How do I think positive in my own body with the 7-day mental diet? Okay. Wait, I can stay. Hell yeah. Thanks. The stream's getting deep. Hey, Bob NJ, what's up? A healthy mind is a healthy body. Yeah, a healthy mind definitely does preclude a healthy body. A great book is John, Son of Thunder. I always screenshot the book recommendations. Thanks, Breadman, for the recommendation. As a parent, do you think you're allowed to force your kid to go to church? Yeah, absolutely. As a parent, you're able to force your kid to do anything that you want, right? You're in control as a parent. Yeah, I think that's true. I think it actually makes kids feel safe to have parents who are in control, to be honest. My love language, I don't really even believe in love languages, to be honest. I think love languages are kind of capped. So The only reason I can promote this 7-day mental diet to you guys is because of how many times I've done it and seen immediate changes in my life. The book is called The 7-Day Mental Diet. You can listen to it on YouTube. What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. Is that another book recommendation? I screenshotted it. Yeah, love languages. It was like a book. I think it was a concept created by men to be able to say that they want to fuck. Olive oil is good for your heart. Actually, not all olive oil is good for your heart. A lot of olive oil isn't even really olive oil. Olive oil is good for you, but you basically have to buy like the medical grade, cold pressed, real deal stuff on the internet. A lot of olive oil is fake, Tony. Did you know that? Do I understand integral calculus? No, I can't say that I do. I do fasting. Hey, Guitar Cream, thanks for being here. Don't get married. Bye, Hirsch. Congratulations on your new chapter of life. I'm excited to talk with you more about it, Hirsch. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. That was a big leap to take. Hirsch is my mod, and he just quit his day job to take a chance on his dreams. He's going to do amazing. I'm so proud of you. Thanks, guys. Do I have kids? Yes. I have a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old. A lot of fake olive oil out there. Yeah. Book, half the people in here can't read. Everyone in here can read. Be ready to read 50 pages if you get it. First book that brought me to tears almost every chapter. Okay. Thanks, Breadman. Thank you. Meditation is self-hypnosis. Yeah, hypnosis. I've done a lot of hypnosis in my life. Hypnosis has definitely changed my life. My hypnotherapist taught me that, like, we are always kind of in we not always we naturally throughout the day enter and exit states of hypnosis naturally. I'm trying to like keep my cute little background but also be in the frame. Okay, so our main points, right? We're working our way through the rundown of the 7-day mental diet. This is something that I really like, has helped my life. Main points. Number one, your mind creates your life. Everything in your outer world is a direct reflection of your inner thought world. Change your thinking and your circumstances will follow. Now, the 7-day challenge. For 7 consecutive days, you must avoid all negative thoughts. Should we try this together? Should we do our weekly reset stream? I always do a weekly reset stream on Sunday because a good week doesn't start on Monday. Guys, if you're not new to the channel, if you've been here, when does a good week start? Drop it in the chat, guys. Yeah, Tony, if you ordered it from Greece and Sicily, it's probably the good shit. But there definitely are websites that sell like medicinal grade olive oil, and it's a lot different than the stuff that you pour out of the bottle in the grocery store. Guys, when does a Sunday? Guys, a good week doesn't start on Monday. It starts on Sunday by coming into my Sunday weekly reset stream tomorrow night. Amazing. Absolutely just oh my goodness gracious. Reading the Tinder inbox sounds fun. Yeah, guys, vote in the poll if you want to control what we do next. Let me text Dylan. My son's been calling me. Like, if I don't pick up your call 3 times in a row, do you think that maybe I'm like actually working on my YouTube channel? Maybe. I'm definitely, as a single mom, not allowed to work or make any effort towards my goals. I'm literally just a chef and a housekeeper, and it's really starting to get to me. Oh my God. I literally have a text open from the toxic guy that I almost text back. I was gonna tell my kids, don't even ask me to be driven by a teenager. My kids aren't allowed to drive with teenagers. And it's so annoying that every day, can this person drive me? Why don't you stop fucking asking me if that person can drive you? Why does what I say mean nothing? Why does every limit I try to make as a mother seem to be an opening point for negotiation? It's very goddamn aggravating. Riley, I'm not telling Dylan shit. Sorry. I'm like honestly really pissed off right now. And I'm on stream. So if you call once and I don't answer, please don't spam call me. I've been doing this for 8 months. So like, can't anybody realize that I'm actually doing something to try to like grow a community? It's really annoying, Jasmine, honestly. No, go home. I was going to tell him. My dad's picking him and his cousin up. He did this last party. Can I stay? My friend's going to drive me home. You're not allowed to drive a teenager. So finally, I let him go home with his friend because it's 2 right-hand turns from her house. Literally, the top of her block, make a right, and then a right onto her house. Well, he gets home and he's like, oh, we went down to the Coast Guard. I'm like, awesome. No, you know? Yes, ma'am. I just said, do not ask me to drive with teenagers anymore. The answer is no. The same thing happened last night with Daphne trying to go to town with her boyfriend. Can his brother drive me? I said, you know what? Whatever. Everyone do whatever you want. Because everything I say just seems to be the beginning of some kind of negotiation. Why do I even talk if every single thing I say is ignored and then try to like push through the boundary? Stop asking me to drive with teenagers. You know what I'm saying? My life is about, my channel's about improving your life. I'm documenting the reset of my whole life after rock bottom to try to like motivate you guys to have a better life. And I'm fucking pissed off right now, honestly. Being a single mom and like I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. I'm trying to build my content. Like I don't have a backup plan here, you know? I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to write. I'm trying to grow my community on YouTube. I'm trying to grow my content creation business. And it's like with the amount of pressure and just everything being required of me, I can't do anything. Like, you guys realize that if I actually had like time that was respected, you know, like all the other adults who are like allowed to have jobs, like, and you know, kids aren't calling their parents at work being like, hey, can you take me to the beach? Like, so that's like a huge boundary I need to make is I need to guard off my office hours so that I can actually do what I need to do. Girl, chill out. It's not that deep. Okay, Kaden, why don't you leave my stream? Stop saying trying because you're doing all of it and then some. You know what I'm saying though? Like I have to literally do every single thing in my life in like these little like stolen moments and it's so aggravating. Yeah, Jean, exactly. It's so much harder to be a good parent than a bad one, and you just constantly have to say no. Thanks, Pavel. You're a saint with those kids. Thanks. Yeah, and it's really about me taking myself seriously and making my own boundaries. You know, like unless I take my working hours seriously, like I can't expect anybody else to. So, that's I've just been trying to get through the year. That's why I haven't been able to grow my YouTube channel the way that I want because I'm prioritizing raising my children. Because, like I always say, I can't raise my kids again. I can always grow my YouTube, but I can't always raise my children. Um, but this year has been so busy and so trying on my time, especially because for the entire year I have been growing my YouTube channel. And so I'm done. I told Dylan today he needed to ride. My dad wound up driving him, thank God. But when tests are over next week, I am done, period. Do not ask me. Pretend like I'm a normal grown up at a job because I am. I need to finish up writing my book. Like you have no idea. Like if I had time to actually work like the average adult does, I would be so much more successful in my life. So I don't need a man to look after me, meat spot. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. It was real and it was fun, but it wasn't real fun. Um, all right. Let me try to get back on my train of thought. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it. Thanks, BB. We don't go through it, we grow through it. Hey, that's a good one. Yeah, for sure. Meat spot, my kids are doing fine, but thanks for the comments. Okay, Jasmine. People are so fucking rude in this live stream. I honestly like sometimes don't even know how I've sat here and done this for 8 months straight. Like when I have a human moment and everyone's so hateful, it really just makes me disgusted with humanity. But I try to like, I'm going to try to focus on all the good people in here. And I love you guys. And I'm going to sit here um, and I'm going to regroup myself and be strong for the fact that most of the people in here are good people actually trying to learn something, right? I know it's like I was saying, guys, like it's easier for the human brain to like focus on the negative because our brain is like meant to help us survive. So I think the negativity is always louder than the positivity. So I'm going to take my own advice and I'm going to remember what I said. And yes, Fredman, thank you for being here. So I'm going to remember what I said. And for the sake of all of my people who are in here actually trying to improve their life, I'm going to regroup and we're going to keep going on the 7-day mental diet right here. Okay. Al, thank you. I love you. Exactly, Noir. All right, Sean, I will take the good with the bad. Here we go. Okay. So the 7-day challenge of the 7-day mental diet. So guys, I think I'm in need of a fresh mental diet. I think I want to start doing this with you guys on Monday. Thank you, Reluctant Gamer. Thanks. So, do you guys want to join me on Monday and actually do like a live 7-day mental diet? Oatmeal, I love you. Thank you so much for keeping me strong over this past however long you've been with me on my channel. Like, I don't know how long you've been with me, months and months for sure. So, guys, can you please tell me, does anybody want to do this with me on Monday? Don't forget to vote in the poll. Also, double tap the screen. If you can type your fingers to sexually harass me, you can like the stream. It's free. Just double tap the stream. Bend over. You want to do this with me? Oatmeal, Jasmine, Nana Blue, Michelle, Hannah, anybody? Al, you want to do it? All right, guys, we should totally do it on Monday. Hey, you're from Morocco. Hi. I don't know what this is, but I'll join Monday. So, Duke, I go live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday, we do our Monday morning motivation stream. I'm always trying to lock into like a self-improvement, personal growth focus every Monday. And the 7-day mental diet is a way to transform your inner world into a more positive place to create a world that is more enjoyable for yourself to live in, right? 9 a.m. is hard for me. You don't have to be there at 9 a.m. I will, maybe I'll make an actual video that you can really, really do. I more mean not about being on the Monday morning motivation stream. I more mean, do you guys want to lock in on Monday and actually do this together? You know, I had gastroparesis, Nathan. Nathan, I suffered with gastroparesis for like 5 years. It was like literally a mystery diagnosis. And I almost like, oh, guys, I had a really bad stomach problem. It's a vagus nerve. It's actually like nerve damage. Hey, Nana Blue, I'm in and out. Yeah, I'm in and out. You go live same time as another stream, but I'm here. Hey, Nana Blue. I think that we should do this on Monday. So here we go, guys. The 7-day challenge. All right, join me on my stream on Monday, or just make sure you subscribe because I'll post a real video or at least a short about it. I've been posting a short every day. I've been trying to stay really consistent with a short every day. For 7 consecutive days, you must avoid all negative thoughts. This includes criticism, fear. Criticism's a hard one, guys. Okay. You want a better life. Okay. Donald Trump has nothing to do with your life. You need to realize your whole life is generated from the inside, and Donald Trump is a distraction. You realize Donald Trump and all politics and the media and your phone and social media, it's all a distraction from you actually getting in touch with what really creates your life, which is your thoughts. Okay. You have diverticulitis. I have family members who struggle with that too. Okay, so for 7 consecutive days, you must avoid all negative thoughts. This includes criticism, fear, worry, resentment, self pity. I've been dealing with that a lot lately. Regret, I've been dealing with that a lot lately. Judgment and dwelling on lack or illness. This is like really what I've been dwelling on for since criticism's a real hard one. It's so good for you to do this. I swear, Ryan. I turned 40 last week and I felt really positive about it. And then all of a sudden my brain turned into this really fucked up place that's basically characterized by criticism, fear, worry, resentment, self-pity, regret, judgment, and dwelling on lack. Oh my God. I will sub, turn notifications on, set my alarm. Definitely come on Monday, dude. Let's say 9:30. Let's be real. I think I'm always a little late for 9 o'clock. 9:30 Monday morning. Be there or be square for my Monday morning motivation stream. And if not, you can always rewatch it later. Hey Ryan, good one. I guess Ryan's not going to do the mental diet with us. Hey Jigsaw, what's up, twin? Thanks, Duke. I appreciate the love. Okay. I know, Dave, exactly. I've just listed my entire mindset over the past week. And usually I'm pretty positive, but I really fell into despair over this past week. And I think, like I said, I think, before you give birth to a baby as a woman, it's like really painful and hard. And I just think that as we grow into different versions of ourselves and set goals and achieve things, we do have to go through those growing pains. Hey, Shakira, thank you. I love your videos. I did my self-love care journey for some days. I feel happy. Thanks for everything. Shakira, I only need one to keep going. Thank you. Thank you, Nathan. Just make sure you turn the bell on, Nathan, and you will be notified, hopefully. 58 here, ancient. No, Ian. Okay, here we go. This is going to be perfect. I'm actually already trying to do that. I honestly feel so. I read a little bit about the summer solstice energy. So the summer solstice, which is happening today, does bring in, I guess, the energy of closing karmic loops, leaving old comfort zones, and stepping into new versions of ourselves. And that always comes, I think, with that retracting energy of backsliding. And I think that's where the growth really comes, of being able to hold our stronghold, and not lose our progress. Jigsaw, what's up, twin? We did have a good conversation. Thanks for always coming back. Okay. Stay away from negative people. If you really want to actually take the 7-day mental diet seriously, you do have to stay away from negative people. Summer solstice is last night. We're in the energy of the summer solstice. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know when it was actually, but I knew, we're in the zone. But yeah. So summer solstice was yesterday. Thanks, Marcel. I appreciate it. Okay. So even entertaining a negative thought, even silently, breaks the streak and requires you to start over. So this challenge is streak based, and you can't start over right away. You have to give it like 2 or 3 days before you start over again. Here's a great one. Always know that everything is great and nothing is bad, meaning everything you think about is positive, even around negative people. Okay, all right, but I feel like negative people can just like make it more difficult. Like obviously you always have control over what you eat and drink, but like going to a party makes it harder to stick to your diet, especially if you show up hungry. You know what I mean? I think stay away from tile setters, never tile rob. Yeah, it's impossible to stay away from negative people, but it's, good to just be aware of people who make it particularly difficult. Yeah, Zone knows what I'm saying, right? Hey, Tony in Florida, what's up? I'm Taylor in New York. Okay, so you guys don't be no nuance Nellies. Just take the fucking main parts of what I'm saying. Stop trying to fucking criticize me and the minutia of everything. Just shut the fuck up and listen and do what I say, or don't. Get the fuck out of the stream, okay? Y'all are annoying as fuck sometimes. Trying to help you, trying to be positive. We're starting on Monday, so tomorrow's going to be a very hate-filled day. It's like the purge, guys. Get it all out tomorrow, okay? Come in here, harass me, insult me, get into fights with people in real life, because on Monday we are going to lock into being more positive. Leave her alone. Shut the fuck up. So negativity means anything that lowers your energy. Fox isn't talking about ignoring real problems. He's talking about not feeding them with your obsessive negative energy. You can acknowledge difficulties without mentally wallowing in them. I feel like I just did that. Quantum entanglement, I feel like it's been proven scientifically. I think it's real. Apocryphy. Okay. The power of substitution. I forget this part. This is what I do. This is what I was telling you guys I do. Is bro really rage baiting us? Oliver, am I bro? The power of substitution. When a negative thought arises, and it will, don't fight it. Replace it immediately with something positive. One of my favorite affirmations is I love myself. I've been depending on that one lately. Replace it immediately with something positive. Gratitude, a powerful affirmation, visualization of your ideal outcome. Refuse to dwell upon it. Substitute something else. Think of God instead. I like the solstice energy idea, not in a hippy dippy way, but in a cosmic way, a celestial way. I think a lot of people can actually feel it. You know what I'm saying? Vibrating strings, vacuum energy. Yeah, guys, all that good shit. Okay. Take a moment to double tap the screen, guys. We're going to be up to 300 likes soon. We keep hitting records on the stream. Thank you guys so much. You can be positive and say shut the fuck up at the same time. Telling someone idiotic to shut the fuck up is, I think I'm doing the world a service. I think I'm doing God's work, to be honest. Who made the internet? I think Al Gore made the internet, right? I'm a mad cat. I'll take it as a compliment, Ryan. Dylan, thank you for dropping the clown emoji. I know you are, but what am I? Hey, Nana Blue, what's up? You can feel the power of love. Yeah, guys. Oh, yeah, I'm crazy. Crazy about you, OGC. Don't forget to double tap the stream, guys. If everyone in here double tapped it, we'd be up to 300 likes. It's free. It really helps my channel. I'm actually trying to grow my channel to 100,000 subs this year, and our next milestone is 15K. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell if you want to see my streams. And follow my journey on resetting my entire life at 40. I'm trying to share the journey of resetting my life from rock bottom to inspire and motivate you guys to build the best life you possibly can. Thanks, Arel. Don't forget to tickle the like. Exactly. Yeah, Al Gore. Yeah, Al Gore made the internet, right? 100K will come. Thanks, Tile Rob. I think it will. Hey, Ian. Thanks for the love. Thank you, guys. Okay. So, watchfulness is the practice. We're going to really lock into this on Monday. Why does Apple have a do not disturb feature? Why? Why, Apple? What is considered rock bottom in your opinion? Dedicating your entire life to a man with a secret wife and children and cocaine addiction, having zero self-respect and watching your life fall apart in the same way for 40 years straight because for some reason you like don't have any self-respect or self-esteem and keep watching other people like have decent good lives that you can't access because you literally hate yourself. That was rock bottom. How are you restarting your life at 40? Rebuilding my self-esteem, rebuilding my self-respect, having the bravery and courage to show up for the personal growth I needed to do to get myself out of self-sabotaging cycles of failure, loss, abandonment, healing complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and basically really doing the shadow work and the inner healing to avoid repeating the same mistakes over and over again like I was in a cycle. I was just in a cycle of attracting the same toxic, abusive people into my life, and every time I thought I had a foothold or I thought that I had something stable in my life, it kept getting ripped away from me over and over again. I got divorced twice in a row. ago. I had a failed engagement. This guy had secret wife, secret kids, secret cocaine addiction. Like my life just kept falling apart in the same way over and over again, to the point where I realized that like I was the only common denominator in all of this dysfunction, and that I really had to lock into doing like the soul searching and the therapy and the trauma work, which I've been doing for 10 years. But it was only after this last relationship ended when I was 38 that I was really able to, it's really painful to understand that you hate yourself and you have no self-esteem or self-respect, but it was really the painful reality that I had to face in order to be able to like put the energy and the effort into healing the places that I really was the most broken in. And I think that I had done a lot of healing, but I was almost like healing the easy stuff, because the real stuff that actually held the key to my freedom was actually the really hard stuff to acknowledge. Martin is saying bye bye, Martin. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great night. Um, yeah, trauma response. Yeah. Sometimes you don't realize how toxic a situation is until you step away from it. Yeah. And sometimes you don't realize like your accountability and your part in creating it until it happens a certain amount of time. You know, I was very much a people pleaser. Yeah. I was like really toxically people pleasing for sure. Um, yeah, I'm glad we're both okay today. I'm glad too, guys. Thanks for 250 likes, guys. Thank you. Um, I'm trying to read the actual chat. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself. Yeah, that's true. Recognizing your weaknesses is the first step to recovery. Yeah. So this entire channel is me doing that work and doing the soul searching and the learning that I needed to do, and the actual work and the consistent effort required to actually change your life in a positive way. And I'm sharing it. My favorite ice cream is pistachio. Yeah. Hey, Muzzle Wump, what's up? It's nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks. This is a Pacific Somewhere tube top with a built-in bra. And then, of course, my favorite Adidas pants. For some of us, the hardest person to forgive is always yourself. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Jean. I'm starting to feel like I want to take my nighttime walk. You guys are being super hateful to me. It's making me want to get off stream. What made you say enough is enough? Really looking at how much my partner was abusing me and how I was basically begging for more of it every day. I was in a situation with my most recent ex, where he was basically spoon feeding me shit, and I was opening up wide and asking for more. And thanks, Al, I appreciate it. We went to like 4 different therapists in a row, and he just kept lying to these therapists. And I think something in me knew that my outer world was a reflection of my inner world, and I could tell he was like a caged animal. He was like ugh, I won't say a freak. He has his own pain and suffering that he deals with, but like he was acting like a caged animal, like screaming, crying, constantly crying. And I had done enough like esoteric and metaphysical like seeking, and did enough therapy and reading and learning about the human condition to know that since I kept attracting people like this into my life, it had to be mirroring something that was inside of me. And I was looking at how dysfunctional and abusive and toxic and broken he was, and trying to help him and fix him. And I did ayahuasca a couple years earlier to try to heal from all this stuff. And after I did ayahuasca, I immediately went back to him. And that's a long story, a different story. But I remember looking at him in like the last weeks of us being together, and just looking at him. And instead of being like, why is he like this? How can I help? I need to be this good example. I need to fix him. All this bullshit and all this other like weird codependent trauma bonded shit. I remember looking at him crying and just being like, there is something inside of me that is being reflected in him, basically. Like, he is mirroring, as disgusting as I find him and as despicable and deplorable as I find his behavior, there is something going on inside of me that is being mirrored through him that I need to learn from, right? And I think that that's what actually I forget what question I was answering, but I think that that's what helped me get away from him, you know, is that, yeah, I looked at him and I just realized that as much as I thought I was the opposite of him, my hypnotherapist taught me that we attract people at the same level of dysfunction that we're at. And so as much as it was like a self-protective mechanism to feel like I was more healed than him or healthier than him. But if I was healthier than him, then why would I be sleeping next to someone who abuses me every single night? You know what I'm saying? I'm actually not going to read any of the chat anymore because it's just like it's like 99% hateful comments. Yeah, he was a narcissist. He was a toxic and abusive narcissist. Yeah, the pain was the adhesive for sure. So I'm not going to read any of the comments anymore. I'm just going to keep talking about what I'm talking about. So, sorry, you guys know I really do try to keep up with the comments and read everyone who takes the time to talk to me in the stream, but I'm not going to read this stuff. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, that's how I got out of the final, like, I guess, oh yeah, you guys were asking me what was rock bottom of my life and stuff. That was rock bottom of my life, realizing that as much healing as I had done and as much therapy and as much growth and as much pain as I had been through, like for my entire life, I've had like a very hard 40 years of life, very traumatic with a lot of like abuse and trauma and all that good stuff. I was diagnosed with PTSD in 2017, which I guess is actually PTSD or CPTSD. But yeah, that's actually what that was what my rock bottom was. Looking at the most toxic, abusive, dysfunctional person I had ever been in the same room with and realizing that I was begging for more of this and like what did that say about my self-concept, and then really doing the hard work of getting in touch with the reality that I obviously had something very damaged and broken and traumatized inside of me that would allow me to, equate my worth with the way this man was treating me, if that makes sense. So, yeah, guys, that was thanks, Riley. That was what the rock bottom point of my life was. So, thanks to the person who asked, and hey to all my haters, guys. Make sure you double tap the screen. It really does help the stream. Even when you guys send me hate comments, you actually really help my YouTube channel. Every comment helps boost the stream and the algorithm. Trompetta, I have 2 children. Hey, Emma. Hey, Raw Art. Hey, Tatsi. What's up? Thank you guys so much. Okay, cool. Yeah, don't cause trouble, right, Melon? What's wrong with people? So hey, Katie, what's up? Hey, Grandma's Corner. Yeah, the comments. Sometimes it's really hard. You can actually swipe the chat away so you don't have to watch people hate on me for hours. I'm staying single right now. Yeah, I think I might be single for a year on purpose. Yeah, don't forget to double tap the stream. Hey, Sylvie, what up, ugly? Hey, Jesus. Hey, Dave. Hey, John. Hey, Al. I'm glad that's in your past because the smile can't never go away. Sometimes my smile does go away, but it's a normal part of the experience, you know? Hey, Hartley. Thanks for being in here. Um, yeah, I do my healthy skincare routine on the stream. A lot of the times I haven't even washed my face today. Okay, so let's keep walking through what we're going to do with the 7-day mental diet, guys. The 7-day mental diet has really helped me create the life of my dreams, and I really want to share it with you guys. Hey, Sylvie from Greece. I'm in New York. We are going to start all together as a cohort, as a group. We're going to start a fresh 7-day mental diet on Monday. So if you guys need like a mental reset and you feel yourself like doom scrolling, ruminating on bad things, complaining, feeling ungrateful, having bad things keep happening to you, feeling stuck, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell because on Monday we're going to lock into a 7-day mental diet all together. They can't help themselves, Taylor. It's true. It's true. Bread man. There are always weeds in a bed of roses. Exactly, for sure. Where do I get the good energy from? Honestly, the 7-day mental diet and using this really has helped me. So I'm really excited to teach you guys all this. I've been wanting to teach you guys this for like literally years and years, you know? Thank you, Hartley. Okay. So, yeah, the power of substitution, which I told you guys is a big part of me keeping a positive mindset. When a negative thought arises, and it will, don't fight it. Replace it immediately with something positive. Gratitude, a powerful affirmation, visualization of your ideal outcome. Refuse to dwell upon it. Substitute something else. Think of God instead. I usually do my affirmation. I love myself. I love myself. Yes, it's free, Tony. All you got to do is subscribe and hit the bell. That's all I ask of you guys. And we only need 27 more likes to get to 300. Can you guys double tap the screen if you haven't liked it yet? Thank you guys so much for being here in my stream. I can't wait to do this together with you guys. Okay. Step 5, watchfulness is the practice. The point of the challenge isn't to be perfect. It's to build awareness of how often your mind slips back into lack, fear, and drama. The real transformation is in catching it early and choosing a different focus. Okay, guys, we're going to do this together. Hey, top of the morning, vote, 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 vote. Get a job or keep streaming. Absolutely keep streaming. You're welcome, Fit Powerment. Jack, I'm not vegan. What's up, guys? So, That's the point of the 7-day mental diet, to grow an awareness of our thought patterns and to actively train and learn the muscle of repatterning our brains to something more positive. Okay. Hey, Melon. Don't forget to like the stream. I love the haters even more. You guys talk so much in the stream. It actually really helps my channel. Give you advice for dating. I'm the wrong person to ask. I've been divorced twice, and I just like thought I found the love of my life. We like broke up in a month. It was really bad. Hey Morgan, I like you too. Thanks for being in the stream. Don't forget to double tap the screen. Number 6, okay, it's a mental reset, not a spiritual bypass. So I think that's like a big thing, like in the world of manifestation and positive psychology, a lot of it does have a tendency to be spiritual bypassing. Okay. um and this really is the best way that I've found to gain an awareness of our thought patterns that are at play, which are the things that create our mental state and our life, really. And this is a really nice not bypassing way to learn about this stuff and to reset better mental patterns and stuff. Right person to ask. No, top of the morning. I'm the wrong person to ask. I got nothing when it comes to dating. Don't even ask me. My advice for dating is to focus on yourself and building your life into what you actually want, so you don't feel like you're looking for a partner out of lack or looking to validate or affirm something within yourself, because you have validated and affirmed everything within yourself by growing into the person you actually want to be. 24 more likes, guys. I lied, Melon. I'm also a liar, in addition to being all the other bad things you guys say about me, which I generally don't remember after the stream because it's always now to me. So I am a pretty good person for living in the present, guys. Um, it's a mental reset, not a spiritual bypass. The goal is not to fake smile your way through trauma. It's to change your dominant vibration so that new possibilities can emerge. Guys, we're going to do this together on Monday. Persistent negativity repels the good. Persistent spiritual alignment magnetizes solutions. So yeah, that's actually one of the most compelling things I've learned in my energy healing and growth journey is that wellness is like a river that flows to us freely all the time. It's not like our wellness is a dry riverbed that we need to try to fill up with water, right? It's really like our wellness is actually a very healthy stream of water that always wants to be flowing to us in every day in every way. And resistance and negative thought actually creates a dam for that water, basically. So it's, if you have a life that feels like a dry riverbed of blessings, right? Like you're not getting, the feelings and the experiences you want out of life. So let's like imagine the flow of a river is wellness, goodness, wholeness, and happiness, right? And a dry riverbed represents lack and pain and distress and disease. It's not a matter of filling up the riverbed. It's more a matter of removing the artificial dam to let the water that already is there to flow come through. The other analogy that's like, I guess, a little bit more clear and easier to explain is like our wellness and our happiness and satisfaction in life is like a fishing bobber, right? A fishing bobber doesn't need to be pulled and held on the top of water. You just need to let go of any pressure that you're pressing it down, right? So, like, let's say this is like a fishing bobber and this is the water, right? The fishing bobber is always naturally going to float. So, our wellness is like a fishing bobber, right? Like, we're always supposed to feel good and hopeful and healthy and strong. And it's only when resistance of like negative mental patterns are pushing that down that we lose access to like our stream of wellness and well-being. So it's not about pulling up a fishing bobber. It's just about stopping pushing it down. Does any of this make sense, guys? Yeah, 19 more likes. We got this, chat. Thank you guys for liking the stream. We're almost up to 300 likes. We're definitely going to get to 300. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, wellness isn't so much about adding wellness and good things to our life. It's more about removing the barriers to happiness and wellness and ease that exist. And I feel like that's actually really good news. I feel like when I found that out, I was very relieved. Like, oh, wellness is always available to me. All I need to do is remove my 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 resistance to it, right? Does that make sense, guys? Um, so here we go. Break the cycle to break the pattern. Every time you choose to interrupt the automatic cycle of negative thinking, you weaken the neural pathways that have held you stuck. Over time, you train your mind to default towards peace, possibility, and power. So, I'm teaching you guys a 7-day mental diet in response to questions of how I keep my mental fortress and my mental strength throughout like really trying periods of life, and setting really big goals and sticking with it and changing my life and rebuilding myself from rock bottom and all that good stuff I've been doing. And so I do think, and I've explained it a few times in this stream, but the human mind tends to naturally gravitate to the negative because our brain's main job is to keep us safe. And so, obviously, to keep ourselves safe and surviving, we need to be aware of threats to our survival. So, the human brain is actually wired to notice the negative more than the positive. But we can actually train our brain now that we're not in a day to day survival situation. Our brain hasn't changed that much since when we were preoccupied with our bodily survival, but the world has changed a lot. We're not really in that survival state anymore. So, we now can retrain our brain and our neural pathways, especially with all the information that we have about neuroplasticity and the power of the brain to change. And so we really can rewire our brains into stop scanning for negativity and more scanning for positivity. And it really does help you to create an actual outer world of goodness and blessings. And, it really does create, I guess, the mental structure for you to really create the life of your dreams. I've literally created my own world and I live inside of it. And I really think that you guys all can too. But you guys, we gotta take the right steps. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out, Riley, of course. Thanks for being here. So yeah, guys, I think that it's very easy to fall into negative mental patterns, which I guess the reason we're talking about it is because I did fall into a lot of doubt and lack and anxiety the past week of my life, and I really did feel like giving up and just like going to get a job and giving up. Thanks, Fit Powerment. Thanks, Jasmine. Thanks, Dave. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Yeah, Bread Man, the only way to be happy in this world is to create your own world and live inside of it. Maybe that wasn't always true throughout human history, but the world's a dark place, and I like to create my own world and live inside that. Your brain is used to being in fight or flight mode from your past. Yeah, Kara, mine too. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. I have been exposed to every type of abuse you actually could be exposed to in my life. And I have healed myself and really grown my life past what I thought was possible and really regained my self-esteem and self-respect. And I'm sharing all the things that I did to do that. These flowers are flowers I bought myself at the grocery store. I made myself a little floral arrangement yesterday. I love fresh flowers. It's like $25 of fresh flowers from the grocery store. I used to work at a florist. I love arranging flowers. So hopefully you guys like it. I have some roses in the back in a vase from my friend that I got for my birthday. Hey Richard, hey Leor, hey Mike. Mike says this is his favorite YouTube channel. Thank you, Mike G. Don't forget to double tap the screen. Hey, thanks, BZX. Thank you. You seem very optimistic considering the trauma you've been through. Hey, what other choice do we have? Like you choose to think life or you choose to think death. So, I've really been confronted with pretty much some of the worst things that life has to offer. And I chose hope, and I'm trying to share my journey on here to help you guys too. How you're feeling is normal. I've been there too. Jasmine, thank you for so much support over the past week. It's really made a difference in me keeping myself strong. But I really do think as we access different levels of our life and our growth, naturally, my hypnotherapist taught me this. Naturally, our subconscious, a lot of our life is actually just driven by our subconscious mind. And as we leave our comfort zone to achieve new things, our subconscious mind tries to pull us back because all our subconscious mind wants to do is keep us alive. And the subconscious mind equates change with a threat to our survival. So that's why it can be so hard to change your life, because I feel like there's so many times that I've made progress and then just totally crash back down to where I came from and totally, was too hard on myself or was too rigid with myself, and I would make improvements and then I would lose all of my progress. And I think that is, now that I know more about the subconscious mind and how it works, it really is, I'm missing the word, a function, right? When we try to improve our lives, things can get so hard and so many obstacles can come in our way. The biggest changes I've made in my life in recent memory were in April. And I swear every single thing in my life went wrong for an entire month. But I really do feel like we build our outer world by the blocks that we stack in our inner world, and it's on a time lag, right? So everything we imagine just manifested into physical reality instantly, it'd be chaos. But I do think that everything that we hold the vibrational energy of really does manifest itself in one way or another in our real world. And so when I went through all that pain, it helps. And even now, with the growing pains I'm going through in my life, it's really helped me to look around and say, yeah, this is very uncomfortable. I do not like this. And what this is a physical manifestation of the vibrations and the energy that I've held in the past. All of that lack, all that fear, all that lack of self esteem, all that lack of self respect, all the trauma, all the abuse, all this stuff that I was holding in my energetic field for so long manifested into a life that I literally felt like I could not stand living for one more day. And so now, even though I'm not where I want to go in my life, I can look around at my world and look at the ways that improved from where I came from, like that rock bottom point, and all the parts of it that have been so frustrating, especially, all the anxiety feelings and self-doubt feelings that I've had over the past week since my 40th birthday. It really just helps to have the perspective of looking around and saying, this is the actual physical representation of where I was in my past. And when you see things in your day-to-day life that you hate or that don't make you happy, I think it really keeps me encouraged and motivated to say, well, thank God I did make these changes because I can't live like this any longer. So thank God I put these changes into motion. And thank God I've done the diligent work and the dedicated effort to keep myself in that more positive energetic vibrational field, because that means even if I'm not looking at the life that I want right now, I know it's on the way, you know? Is my sound? Oh no. Oh, I haven't been able to hear me for 5 minutes. I wasn't reading the comments. If I was reading the comments, I would know my audio was off. Now I have to re-say everything I was saying. Guys, double tap the stream. We're 8 likes away from 300. I'm going to restate what I just said. I was basically saying that every time I, have had to upgrade and improve my energy, right, and build strength inside myself to have the mental fortitude to keep a positive expectation and positive vibration even when my outer reality looks like complete shit. A lot of the times when your outer reality and the things around you are falling apart and look like complete shit, what they really are is a representation of the past vibrational and energetic and mental patterns you've been holding. And so your life isn't going to change instantly by changing your mental pattern or the vibrational frequency that you're holding. All right? Can you guys hear me now? Oh, I thought it was just my mic. Now I have no mic on. The mic is disconnected. Yes, it means I have to end the live. I'll keep talking about this stuff on Monday. Sorry, guys. You can't hear me. That sucks. I would say it in the chat, but no, it sounds like when you talk in front of a fan. It's so weird. Yeah, the mic's out. I can try one more. I can try one other thing. Try one other thing. American Zone, you did make me laugh. Is this better now? I had the mic off. I don't know why the mic still would have been bad. Killing the fat burger and some fries. Hey, Zon, nice to see you. Maybe I'll keep talking about it tomorrow. Tomorrow, still happening. It's definitely like the connection on my phone or something, which is really weird. I have full Wi-Fi. Very weird, guys. I don't know why that would have happened. It's the fuck up. Sure, it can only make me laugh. Mia, I'm sorry. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. I'll keep talking about this stuff tomorrow and on Monday. Yeah, that is so weird. Let me just close out YouTube and come back in and see if anything changes. Is it still the same? It's so weird. I'm at 65% battery. I'm not even on power saving mode. It was a good stream. I was wrapping up anyway, guys, and we're gonna keep talking. Oh. All right, guys, thank you for staying with me and fighting the good fight. I'm back. Mia, I'm happy that you found me too. I'll repeat what I was saying briefly. Anyway, I was probably being too wordy about it anyway. Double tap the stream, guys. We made it to 300 likes. Thank you so much for being in here. This was an amazing stream. All right. So what I was saying is that Our outside 3D real life that we're living is basically the sum of all the thoughts, energies, vibrations, and emotional states that we've held long term in our life coming into reality. So sometimes when your life looks like it's falling apart and there's a lot of things in your life that you fucking hate, like I just went through in the past few months, it's helpful to remember that what you're looking at, if you're looking at a life that you're not happy with, what you're looking at is the manifestation of your past thoughts and ideas and energetic frequencies that you've held. But the good news is that while you can't just think a positive thought and instantly manifest a more positive life around you, the things that you don't like in your life can serve as reminders to the reality that you're trying to restructure. So, for example, I have so much chaos in my house. I can't seem to get my house clean, right? I'm renovating my house. I'm growing a business. I'm raising my children by myself. And it's like the one thing that I keep struggling with is just the chaos of the mess and the clutter. And thanks, Dominic, and this and that. But I try to look at the clutter and remind myself this is an outer manifestation of vibrations and mental patterns I've held for so long about myself. And this mess and the frustration I feel with this mess is a reminder of how important it was for me to change my mindset, to change my patterns, to change my habits, because I can't live like this anymore. And I know that change is on the way. Does that help? Yeah, the time lag, you know? So there's a time lag between the mental state that we keep and it manifesting into our physical reality. So if you've got a lot of things that are making you upset that you don't like, that are unwanted in your physical reality, it's a good reminder that this is the concentration of the mental states, beliefs, and attitudes you've held thus far. But the blessing is that in any given moment of your life, you can choose to change your mental patterns, change your ideas, change your habits of thought and habits of behavior, you know? So that's what we're going to do, guys. Tomorrow, we're going to finish going over the 7-day mental diet plan, and then we're going to start it together on Monday. Tomorrow is our Sunday weekly reset stream because a good week doesn't start on Monday. It starts on, come on, guys, finish the sentence. A good week doesn't start on Monday. It starts on. When I found you before, I was like, oh my goodness, it was like me talking. I turned 40 next weekend. Mia, my sister's name is Mia. And in my past life regression hypnosis, my name was Mia. I love the name Mia. But yeah, I turned 40. I lived. It's gonna be okay. All right. I love you guys. I think your outside physical life is a manifestation of your thought forms first and first mostly. So that's my opinion. Technically the week starts on Sunday. Nah, the week starts on Monday. Let's be real. So anyway, guys, a good week doesn't start on Monday. It starts on Sunday. Thank you, Al, for finishing my sentence. Yeah, Azam, Sunday. So yeah, guys. Yeah, exactly. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. It's not superstition, guys. It's actually just the way reality really works. Jasmine, thank you so much. And I could be wrong. Hey, what do I know? A wise man only knows he knows nothing. Yes, I'm an idiot. I'm a whore. I'm all that good stuff. I love you guys. Thank you for being in my stream with me. Mia, happy almost birthday. 40 is great. I'm 40. I'm killing it. So yeah, I'm going to, let's see what you guys voted for in the poll. You guys were too mean. I'm not doing the poll because everyone was so mean. You guys want me to barbecue dinner? I'm not going to do that on stream. You guys mentally exhausted me today with all the hate. I know nothing. What do I know? I'm just sharing my experience of life in hopes that it can just help one person every day, like I always say. If I'm helping one person, then I really do feel like my mission on earth has been fulfilled. So hopefully I help somebody in here today. We love to hate you. I know, OGC. And in that way, in my own way, I'm bringing you happiness too, even though you're hating me. You're welcome, Mia. I'm going to barbecue chicken thighs tonight and steak tips. I think Dylan came home. I'm going to take my mental health walk to decompress from all the hate that you guys, yeah, don't mind the hate. Every live gets that. Yeah, I know. It's just a lot. And I've been going live. I went live every single day for 100 days. I started in November and then I switched over after my 100 days in February to going live 4 days a week. And yeah, I seem to be a little too satisfied with myself and people like hate me a lot. So it's just a lot, you know. You always help me, Taylor. Jasmine, you always help me. You're welcome. Not everything can be measured in a test tube. This is real stuff she's talking about. Yeah. Hey, Farhat, what's up? Why'd you buy flowers? Because I always buy flowers. Wait, don't leave. I think you're my American sister. I'm your English sister. Yes, I like that. Jasmine, hey, what's up? Thank you, Jasmine Havana. We got two Jasmines in here. I love you, Full Throttle. 15K subs in 100 days, crazy work. No, it was 15K subs in 8 months, but I got from 700 subs to I think over 8,000 in the 100 days of daily lives for sure. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here on my stream. Skincare routine. I'm 41 on the 11th of June. I turned 40 on the 11th of June, Erica. You're in good company. I found you a few days into the 100 days live. Breadman, thank you so much for always supporting my stream. AZ's Finest says, I look a lot healthier. Haven't watched you in months. I've been working really hard on improving my life. Guys, seriously, in 5 minutes, not a single person has liked the stream. Do you guys really only like the stream when I remind you? If so, please like the stream, double tap it. It's free and it really helps my channel. It's important to reinvent yourself. Yeah, I think it's important to always be growing. It's like entropy, right? Like a system like always gets more disordered. It's like I feel like if we're not always actively trying to grow, we are always actively getting a little worse, if that makes sense. June 11th is a great birthday. Thanks, Al. I really appreciate it. Hope I'm not mala. I'm not mala, I'm buena. Like the stream, guys. Thank you. We did get 7 more likes. Thanks for double tapping. I was reminded of your love for strawberries. Yeah, guys, it's my theme. Look, right behind me, I have a strawberry vase that was given to me by my friend Liz on my birthday. Thanks for subscribing, VZ. Yeah, you can't like it more than once. Once you like it, you've already liked it. But thank you guys for getting the stream to over 300 likes. I really do appreciate you guys being here. I am documenting the entire journey of resetting my life at 40 from rock bottom. I had an abusive partner. He gave me this big engagement ring trying to future fake with me, but I saw through it, broke it off. Kept the ring, obviously. Had it made into a necklace for my birthday. October 13th is a better birthday. October 14th is an even better birthday. That's Daphne's. OGC, thanks for subscribing. Thanks, CarCam, for the love. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Dylan, that's my son's name. Buena. Oh, Lord, I love you. Gracias a ti. So that's what I'm doing on the channel. I stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Friday, we celebrate a week well lived. We talk about what went well that week, what we want to improve for the next week ahead. Saturday, I share some lifestyle stuff of the things I'm doing to improve my life. Sunday, we do a weekly reset because a good week doesn't start on Monday. It starts on Sunday. Just like a good day doesn't start in the morning, it starts the night before. And then Monday, we do our Monday morning motivation stream at 9:30 in the morning, New York time. So I do stream 4 days a week. We set a theme of every month of self-improvement. This month's theme is rest, recharge, and reset because it was my birthday. Thanks, RP. I appreciate you. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel. You'll get notified. If you hit the bell, RR Nicholas, you'll get notified. 4 days. Who broke my heart? A bad man from Florida. You look nice and bloomed. Thanks, Furhot. Kind of woman you hold on to and make memories with. Thanks, Carlos. I appreciate it. Libras are the best. Balance is peace. Yeah. That's why I think the abbreviation for pound is LB, right? Comes from Libra, the scales. So, yes, guys, that's a rundown of my channel. Every month I set a theme of personal growth and development that I'm working on. I invite you to join me in working on things within my theme or set your own theme for every month. And then every Monday on our Monday morning motivation stream, we lock into a focus of that week based on the theme of the month. And I really did used to hate myself, and I really did have a lack of self-respect and self-esteem, and I was always trying to improve myself from a place of hating myself and feeling broken and feeling like I needed to fix myself. And ever since I started setting these monthly themes on the channel and breaking things down in more manageable pieces, I realized, like I always say, I was trying to do like 5 years of personal growth in a week and a day all the time, and then constantly feeling disappointed and disappointed in myself and ashamed. And now that I've really taken time to set more reasonable, smaller goals and show up with kindness and diligent effort instead of like grueling hard work where I'm just like so hard on myself, it's really changed my entire life. This is the most consistent and that I've ever been. It's Sorry, guys, I have dry skin in my lips. And I really do credit that for making reasonable themes of every month and just showing up week to week with you guys and being realistic about what it is one single person could actually achieve week to week. So I invite you to come on my channel and follow my themes of the month and my focuses of the week, or I just try to motivate you and inspire you to make your own theme of the month and week to week focus on something so that you can try to improve your life. Yeah, Dominic, I think hating ourselves is definitely like a human condition. And I think it's more common because it's not something people want to talk about, because I don't think a lot of people are even in touch with that's what they're actually feeling. They see themselves self-sabotaging, they see themselves repeating self-defeating patterns and the shame layer that's over that self-hatred, because it's like, hard enough to hate yourself, and then you also feel bad about yourself for hating yourself because everyone else seems to like themselves. But a lot of people are just walking around totally capping for the most part, and they don't even realize they're doing that. So I think self-hatred and shame is really something that feels so bad that people tend to really bury it very deep and numb it out with a bunch of different like bypassing and numbing behaviors like smoking, drinking, eating. I'm a binge eater. And so, yeah, I think it is really hard to access the part of ourselves that realizes like where this stuff is coming from. And for me, it was self-hatred. I have a video after the stream if you want to watch my video about hating myself. Thanks, Oatmeal. It's really where I got in touch with what was going on. Yeah, the shame is real, and that's what it was. You made a fleece blanket. Very nice. Smoker here, unfortunately. Yeah, that's okay. I think it's important to accept all parts of ourselves and not be too hard on yourselves. I'm not saying smoking is even bad. I don't even think it's smoking that's bad. I think it's the stress and the sugar that'll kill you. But what I'm saying is that the uncomfortable feelings with inside of ourselves, why it's so hard to really excavate them and see them for what they are and work on transmuting them and integrating them, is because we do cover up our feelings with a lot of addictive and compulsive behaviors. I'm not saying that smoking is bad. I was just saying that, yeah, we tend to hide from these things because they are so uncomfortable. Self-hatred's a very powerful emotion. Yeah, Dominic, watch my hating yourself video. That might be able to help you put some more words to what you're feeling. My psychologist just recommended a book to me after I discuss how I feel about myself and how I can stop disliking myself so much. That's awesome, Mia. Drop the book. What's the book, if you don't mind sharing? I've heard you say the hair oil, the red light, clutter, hypnosis, neuroplasticity, trauma, feeling broken, turning 40, and even strawberries. Mia, isn't it fun the way that we find our little community here? Yeah, smoking's not as bad as I say it is. I'll die on that hill. Maybe I literally will. Um, Anger, resentment doesn't change the heart of others, it changes yours. Yeah, they say that holding resentment for other people is like taking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. I don't hide anymore like you don't. I'm trying my best, Fred, man. Thanks, Phoenix Sun. I'm doing an extreme hair growth journey. My hair literally grew like two inches in 2 months. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Okay, why am I so amazing for a hat? I was born this way. I'm kidding. Thanks for a hat. I know the peanut gallery was rough on this one, Bone, but you did very well. I feel like you're growing and making progress. I can see it, and you're helping other folks at the same time. Thank you, Zone. Ryan, thank you guys in my community for being like a litmus test of how far I've come in life. It's actually really cool. I think we're all on an interpersonal journey that can be very lonely in our own lives at times. And I really will never stop being grateful and amazed by how cool it is that I have this community and container of people that have been watching me for all these months. And, sometimes when I don't feel like I'm making any progress, or sometimes when I feel really low, it's like amazing to have people come in and say, oh, I can tell that you've changed so much this way, or you've improved so much this way. And I really think it's a good lesson for me to learn and to share with you guys, that by sharing what we're going through with other people, it allows other people to witness our growth and to give us feedback on how far we've come. I'm not good at bolding. No, I'm not. Margie, thank you. I don't use a Discord anymore, Mia. I do have one. I just haven't been on it, but I will get back on it, and I'll share it with you guys as soon as I do. Hey, Emperor Baphomet, your comment on my short made me laugh. What up? Appreciate you replying to my comment. I appreciate you commenting. I know you'd never drop a word like that. You stay killing it. Your diet is dope. Thank you. I'm about to go take my exercise walk. It's not until you make yourself alone to realize you are never alone. Yeah, I guess maybe that's kind of part of it. I definitely put my neck out here on YouTube, and I really I was rewarded with the community and the support that you guys have given me and the accountability that you guys provide. Thank you guys so much for being here, Josh. I love you. I love you so much. Your ex mimics the hobbies and actions now after the breakup. Ooh, I don't know what that's about, VZX. Maybe she's trying to do like the thing that narcissists do, where they like mirror you so you think that you guys are the same. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Thanks, Carlos. The compassionate mind. I'm gonna screenshot that. I always screenshot all the book recommendations. I love reading. So yeah, thank you so much, Shuriken, for that nice compliment. I really do feel like I am getting better and improving my live streaming skills, my oratorial skills, and even like with trying to post a YouTube short every day. Thank you guys so much that takes a moment to like and comment on my shorts. I am going to be posting a short every day. Sometimes they'll be from the live stream. Sometimes they'll be the What's in My Box series where I do unboxing. Oh my God, guys, let's unbox my Labubu. I can't believe I haven't unboxed my Labubu. It is a positive channel, Tony. Thank you for being here. Um, So yeah, you have a bunch of book recommendations. Drop them in a comment in my community post. So guys, you guys want to unbox my Labubu? I wanted to make an actual unboxing video, but let's be real. It's so hard for me to actually make my videos that we're on stream now. You guys have hung out with me for the whole chat. So thank you guys so much for your compliments. Thanks for your support. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for the accountability that you've provided for my level up personal growth journey here. Yeah, thanks, Marja. What's up in Tampa? It must be so hot there. Hey, Robert, what's up? Al, I love you guys so much. All right, guys, we are now going to unbox my Labubu. I have had one of like the darkest weeks of my entire life, and every time I felt really stressed out, I would just update the shipping on my Labubu. It felt like I was like, Taylor, Labubus are not a substitute for psychiatric treatment that you need. Been watching since Christmas, learned a bunch of things, varied things in that time, and had laughs. I really appreciate it, Bone. Thank you, Zone. Thank you. I literally couldn't have done it without people like you in my community. All right, literally 100. It's killing me. All right, guys. We are unboxing my Labubu. It's not a Lafufu, it's a Labubu. I got it off of eBay. It's already been opened. I got it off of eBay, and it's not a mystery box. I chose the color. I know what color it is. I didn't want a Labubu until I went to look for Labubus and found out that I might not be able to get a Labubu, and then I really needed a Labubu badly. I freaked out. I can't believe it finally came. Woo! Okay, guys. Yeah, this is the Labubu box from Pop Mart. It was already opened and I got it from China, but it's a real Labubu, and I'm so excited to open it. I feel like I got the toffee, but I probably should have gotten the soy. But I felt like the soy was gonna show dirt or whatever. Guys, this is my Labubu. I have to sew it some clothes. I've seen some designer outfits for it. I really feel like I should have gotten the soybean one. Oh, but like I got this one for $50, and now this listing is $120 on eBay. Oh, that's okay, Mia. I'll find the author. What's a Labubu? Yo, Ryan, you are way too practical to be concerned with a Labubu. You should not know about this. This is not for men. This is actually just for girls. I do wish I had gotten the soy one, but I feel like the soy one was gonna get dirty. This is my toffee Labubu. Should have gotten the soy. But now they're like $120. I paid $47 for this one. It's really soft. Paul Gilbert. I think I might have books by Paul Gilbert actually already. Guys, I'm sweating. I'm so excited to unbox this. I've been waiting for weeks for this. I bought this for myself for my 40th birthday. I'm going to put it on my Prada backpack. Actually, I've been carrying my Chanel bag. I'll put it on my Chanel bag. I didn't understand why these were cool. And then the only time I started thinking it was cool was once I realized I couldn't have one. It's a viral toy. Zone, I'll see myself out. Oh my god, yeah, you guys want to see me put... Let's put my Labubu on my bag. Oh, okay, guys, this is my final little splurge. I actually didn't splurge that much because hot girls save money, and a big thing I'm trying to do this summer is save money. I got a Labubu. Interest, what's up? Nice to see you. Thank you. I'm sweating because I just unboxed my Labubu and I got a little excited. You were going to try the bespoke post. It's a surprise boxes for me monthly. Oh, yeah, surprise boxes are fun. Cute Labubu. What do you guys think? It's toffee. Should I name it? Hey, thanks, Al. Got my Labubu. It's not a Lafufu, it's a Labubu. We're going to put it on my Chanel bag. I could be the ultimate it girl right now with a Labubu on a Chanel bag. Thanks for being in my stream, guys. It looks like something my 14-year-old self. Yeah, I'm trying to get in touch with my inner child here. I let myself buy this for my birthday. I really didn't do any splurging for my birthday, so now I have my Labubu. That's how you guys know. That's how you guys know I go on the internet. I'm going to sew it its own outfits and everything. A Labubu on a Chanel bag. I think I've made it in life. He looks devious. Exactly. When I first saw them, I was like, what in the dumb shit is the internet on? And then once I was like, well, how much are they? And it was like, oh, they're sold out. I was like, oh, fuck no. What baby wants, baby gets. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Am I getting to dress a Labubu? Oscar, I'm not cutting the... That's a Pop Mart collectible. I'm not cutting the tag. Are you high? Jesus Christ. Don't come in my stream with that negativity. Cut the tag at the Labubu. Mia Feisty, this is literally a vintage Chanel bag. That's crazy. My mom gave this to me over 20 years ago when it was like 50 years old when she gave it to me. What baby wants, baby gets. Idris, thank you. I'm almost up to 15,000 subscribers. If you guys are new to the channel and you like me or my content or you're just feeling generous, it's free. I I never make videos anyway. Don't worry. I'll leave you alone on your feet. No, just kidding. I'm going to make more videos this summer once my kids are done with school. But yeah, guys, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell if you haven't already. I will go live tomorrow for our Sunday weekly reset. I will be live Monday. We're going to start a 7-day mental diet together and level up our lives. That's an old movie line, Dirty Dancing, but I've never seen the whole movie of Dirty Dancing. My friend keeps trying to force me to watch it, and she's coming and staying at my house for a week from West Virginia for my birthday party. So I will finally see the whole thing of Dirty Dancing. Yeah, Mia, we're twins. Bye, Jasmine. I love you guys. I love you too, Jasmine. Thank you for being here and being so supportive. Thanks for sticking with me on my total life reset journey. I love my Labubu. I can't wait to go show the kids. Yeah, City of God. That used to be one of my friend's favorite movies. I don't watch movies, but I do have a Labubu, so that's cool. Vintage Chanel. Yeah, for my. I can't believe she just gave me this bag like it wasn't no thing. I feel like she like implied that it was like a lending thing, but she would never carry this bag anyway. I love this bag. I actually forget I have it for like decades at a time, and then once I start carrying it again, it becomes my daily bag again. Good night, guys. I'll watch it. I can't watch a movie. My ADHD is too bad. It's got this cool tassel at the end too. My Labubu. It's like kind of backwards. I think I gotta switch it. I can't wait to go show the kids my Labubu. And I can't believe I actually fell for this marketing thing that was the Labubu. I never do things. I'm not like a hip person because I don't really go on the internet that much besides doing my content, but I have a Labubu. Yeah, everybody in the Hamptons is gonna know that I'm the shit. You're gonna sleep with that bag tonight? I would never put my handbag on a table or my bed. No, no, no. You guys understand? You guys want a petri dish swab the bottom of a handbag? Blech. Oh, I got it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thanks, Al. Hey, James. I wanted to watch Dirty Dancing with my parents' best friend's daughter when I was like 3. Just another bit of lore. Ha! I watched it and I just kept saying to my friend, wait, how old is she? How old is he? She's like, Taylor, it was another time. Just let it go. Just watch the movie. Just go with the flow. I'm like, all right. I couldn't unsee. I couldn't unsee the age difference, but that was in a different time. Your phone doesn't recognize what, Arel? You got your daughter a couple of Labubu. Where'd you get them from? Thanks, Dominic. I appreciate you. Taylor, you are so fake. The only thing fake about me is my Labubu. Just kidding. My Labubu's real. My Labubu is from China. It's got to go a little bit lower. Okay. Okay. There you go. I love it. I'm so excited about it. Do I wear outdoor clothes on the bed? No, not really. Not really, no. I'm not against it, but I know people who are. All right, guys. Nobody puts my Labubu in the corner. I gotta go. I'm gonna go show my kids my Labubu, and then I'm gonna go take my exercise walk and unwind from how hateful a lot of you were to me in my stream. I'll catch you guys tomorrow around 5 o'clock dinner time. We'll do our weekly reset stream. Tonight, I'm gonna take my walk and then barbecue steak and chicken with the kids. Yeah, it only costs $2.50 to make them. Yeah, same thing with my Chanel bag. No, I get it. It's called capitalism. It's called profit motive, right? It's called like the free market. I'm so intrigued how we're alike. Mia, it is very funny. Shout out Gianna. Pavel, thanks for being here. Antonio, no, I don't. Nobody put corn in the baby. Al, thank you for being here. Come back tomorrow. Lizard always wanted to watch Dirty Dancing when she was a year or two older, so she won out. It is a dirty movie. Thanks, Mustang Mike. It's nice to see you in here. I only asked that funny question because the bag comment. What funny question? John Cena, thanks, guys. Okay, guys, if you haven't double tapped the stream, just double tap the screen now. It'll boost my YouTube channel up if we get as many likes as possible on the stream. I'm about to get off. Just double tap the screen. It's free. It's easy. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell so that you don't miss my stream tomorrow afternoon. And I'll also be there Monday morning, okay? I love you guys so much. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on my stream. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you to everyone who commented. Thank you for voting in the poll. You guys voted for a barbecue dinner, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow night if you guys are nicer to me, okay? You guys were very mean to me tonight. I'm glad you didn't think it was a weird question. Do you see the stream? You see the questions I get asked? It'd be very hard for you to ask me something I think is weird. Bye, Michelle. Thanks for being in here. Nana Blue, Jasmine, Other Jasmine, Hannah Green, All My Girl Squad, Shuriken Zone, my mods. I don't think we have any mods in here anymore, but thanks. Bye, OGC. Thanks for being in here. Hey, James. Bye, Mia. Bye, guys. I love you so much, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye, Dominic. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Breadman. Bye, Kevin. Sorry if I can't remember everybody when I say goodbye. It's really hard for me. Hey, Pickles. Nice to see you. I'm leaving.